people, and we'll give them a couple minutes to join, and we'll be chilling.
Big chillin'.
Alright, we ping the people from the night division. And yeah. Yay. I'll wait for someone to join, because I think you guys should be audible. I think I set it up right on the stream.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, or one of you guys could join and we could test it.
Alright, one sec. You haven't even come up yet.
Oh, damn.
Oh, wait. Never mind, I'm just an idiot.
Let's go off. That's my go.
Sounds about right.
Alright,
Okay, it looks like it's working.
Yep, sounds good to me too.
I bet. Awesome. Yay.
Beautiful.
I didn't mess up anything for once.
Let's go, Baba.
I remember there was one stream, someone told me an hour in that I couldn't hear anyone else. I was like, oh. This is
That
the
was
problem.
like the first one you ever did, right?
I think so. It was bad.
Yeah.
I was
And
really
the second
upset.
and the third.
Seriously, you don't have to crush my dreams like that.
Roasted.
Alright, I think we should get going.
Yeah, whatever you
why
want.
not? Alright, for the people that watch it after, hi, it's Bubba, Film, Zeros, and Austin. We're reacting to Night Division. You guys better have good teams, or I'm gonna roast them. Nobody's safe. Alright. But first team, just based on the order that the doc is in, we're just gonna start with Raging Rookies team. And yeah,
Oysters.
yeah, I didn't want to say it.
I'll say it.
I'm glad someone said it because I wasn't saying it. I hate the word moist. I saw that team name and I got upset.
Already off to a bad start.
Yeah, already minus points for that.
Right.
But I think his first pick was Scizor, which Scissor's always good. There's always a solid first overall pick. Just does everything you need it to do. Priority Bullet Punch, always nice.
Very nice.
Pair with Victini to break steals is really nice. Because that is something. And it has Rotom-Mow to kill the waters, which is nice. And the cheap Mega Absol to get the extra points.
Yeah, but what is Mega Absol actually doing though?
It's there for points, Film. I don't think it touches the field all season. It's there as a dark type because it is his dark type, which means he doesn't have a Shadow Ball. Oh no, he has Porygon. He doesn't need the defensive.
I see one major problem. They have one Staff Rock user, and that's Landoi.
Ooh,
Oh,
I did not spot that. Wait, wait.
Think Corsola.
Okay, cool. So that also has it. It's
Yeah.
felt like it's
Also
Corsola.
Corsola.
Yeah, you don't want to be bringing Corsola to games, so you really have one solid. Yeah, you have one solid rocker, and one bring sometimes, and he's vibing. But
Yeah.
I mean, I do agree with Absol not having use, but like I think it can function as an offensive Dark here for sure, because you have Porygon to sponge all of the actual like things a Dark type needs to take. I think it could just be nice as a breaker.
That's the thing is, Mega Absol looks strong with 150 attack, but it doesn't use a lot of like coverage. It's just like physical. It's just dark moves, and it uses special way more, and it's only 115.
Yeah, it does have a nice move pool though. I will.
Yeah, its special move pool is very nice, but its physical move pool is basically just like dark and normal.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
I mean, strong knockoffs are. It's not ideal, but strong knockoffs do hurt, and it does help.
It's situational. It might look good in like a couple weeks, kind of thing.
I don't like the speed tiers though. I just noticed this. Everything's around the same speed. His fastest
They
mon
are
is 116, and then the next is 115. So if you have something faster, you cover both. And then he has two 100s and a 101. Everything that's fast is around the same speed. So it all gets crept by the same things.
Wait, Mega Absol's move was better than I remember.
Oh, is it really?
It has still like close combat, play rough, Mega Horn, Psycho Cut.
Yeah, Foam, you just lied. Crazy.
Yeah, proof.
Guja's cool, but I think as your main Spadef wall, it's... Ah, you have Porygon, never mind. Wait, this team's super knockoff weak. Its defensive
Every
core...
team is super knockoff weak if you don't have like like defensive Mega. I feel like.
Yeah, but like, this defensive core lies on a Violite a lot.
Yeah.
Because Porygon, Corsola, Vaporeon wants its lefties.
Oh shit!
Oh, Christy, what? Why? Why do you spend money on me? Stop it!
Because Bubba's the goat.
Stop it! Oh, Christy said, "How about you review some bitches?" I'll consider it. Thank you, Christy. You didn't have to do that. I don't know why you keep doing it. I appreciate it though. I never know what to say when people gift me subs. I panic.
Take the money and run.
Yeah. That's it.
Alright. What else was like? Is there anything
Super
else?
knockoff week.
Super knockoff week. Yeah. I think it's
And-
manageable though.
It has a lot of pivoting, so I think that will be rough for opponents to play around, like Scissor U-turn, Lando U-turn, Porygon Teleport, Rotomole Volt Switch, Whimsicott U-turn, Victini has U-turn, I think.
Yep.
Yeah,
Vaporeon has flip turns, the Raptor has U-turn.
Everything except Gudra and Corsola and Absol can pivot, which is really nice actually.
I think Absol has probably some kind of pivot, but
It
like,
might have
why
Baton
would you
Pass.
bring that?
But
Yeah, Baton Pass.
yeah, that's actually a good point. It does just pivot around really easily, which is nice.
Yeah, I think you have to get rocks up early, pivot around a lot, so you need your opponent to switch out, take rocks damage, and then Scizor can bullet punch in the end pretty easily.
It does have things that force Mons off the field though, like Victini forces a Mon off the field most of the time, depending on the set, because you always have to consider a V create.
Talk shit about Gudra.
No Targo.
Free Gudra.
Free Gudra.
Gudra homie at tier 3.
I like Gudra, but it is the only Spadef wall other than Porygon, so
Yeah.
I think what's rough would be the Scarf options here, because I think these best Scarf options are Lando I, Victini, and Staraptor, and Victini and Staraptor are both weak to rocks, so that leaves like Lando I, but you don't want to bring Scarf Lando I always, and well,
yeah. I mean, it is
There's
definitely.
also no rock resist.
Wait, is there no rock resist on the whole team?
yeah, the steal is Scissor, and
Oh
there's
my
no
God.
fighting.
Oh yeah, there is no
It is
rock
a
resist.
super rock weak.
Oh my god, that is a problem. That is tragic.
Yeah, 2 weaknesses, not a single resist.
Yeah, that's an issue.
Oof.
He also has 5 ice weaknesses.
You gotta Vaporeon. Vaporeon
That's
catches a
fine.
lot of it, but
I guess, and Scizor too.
yeah,
Just-
Scizor can sit on.
Vaporeon is holding
Same.
this team together.
yeah,
Yeah, Vaporeon's got the team on its back right now.
the team struggles a lot if Scizor needs to be the like freeze dry switch in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kyurem comes in.
Actually, Porygon can probably do that.
Oh wait, yeah, Porygon beats Kyurem. That's fine, unless you. Nah, it beats most Kyurems. I think that's fine. Porygon should beat most ices.
Ice resists are imaginary.
That is true, Tyler.
It's not the worst team though. I think it definitely can put a lot of pressure on offensively because of all the pivoting.
Yeah. Well,
Mhm.
Rock Week, Knockoff Week,
Yeah.
with like as you already said, a lot of Eviolites, a lot of boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, this feels like a team that
So-
wants its boots. Wait, what's its removal? It's ro. Oh
Its
no, its
removal
removal's
is
good.
super good.
Okay, yeah, I
Scissor,
should.
Landoi,
Rotom,
Rotomo, Whimsicott, and Staraptor.
Yeah, I forgot. I just realized we never talked about it, so I want to make sure we touched on it. Oh yeah, Absol's Magic Bounce too. That's also
Yeah.
nice. So he can
Yeah, but you,
aggressively, if he wants to.
I've used Magic Bounce a few times. It leaves the option, but if you're switching into like, okay, most of the time like your rock monster like Steel or Rock, and you catch like a stab, physical attack, Absol just drops.
Yeah, Absol's not the best, but it is an option. So like if it positions itself in front of a rocker, you can at least keep rocks off for that turn.
Yeah.
Or if they
It's
try
just,
and call
I'm
it.
just saying it's high risk, high reward.
Oh yeah, for sure. There's a lot of benefits to it, but it also isn't perfect.
And it's Mega Absol.
Yeah. Alright, I think we can move on. I like it though. It's definitely not too bad. Do we want to give like a rating? Like a grade? Or do we want to just call it a day?
I'm giving it 3.5 heavy duty boots out of 5.
I like that. I like
I
that.
like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a 3.5 is solid. Yeah.
What do we do
Alright.
instead of 5?
Yeah.
I mean, you can also do out of 10 or 100.
Nah. We'll do out of 5 because it's simpler. We'll keep the
Yeah,
same
works.
rating. Alright, we'll move on to the Chicago White Sox, Shad's team.
Big Shad.
I like the logo, by the way. Homie's vibing.
I instantly like that they have Rillaboom with Aggron Mega and Slowking Geller. I think it's a good combination.
Yeah, that is a really solid. The terrain is really nice here.
And they have Zygarde, who doesn't use Earthquake as a ground mon.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, Aggron's gonna be.
Problem I had. Oh, I'm sorry if you.
No, I was just gonna say Aggron's gonna be there to sponge a lot of hits for this team, but it also doesn't have to do it always because there's a super solid defensive core on this team.
Yeah, I think it's even better with like Florges, because it can just wish it up if it like the terrain healing's not enough.
Mhm. Oh yeah,
The
wish support
problem
too.
I have is that the water type is a Lola Mola.
So there's triple wish on this team, by the way.
Yes, but a Lola Mola is doo-doo. Deadmon.
Yeah, it's not ideal, but it definitely gets abused a lot of time. But it's not the worst.
Oh god, this team also doesn't have any hazards.
They got
What?
Aggron.
It's got
No.
Aggron. No, Aggron.
Really?
Yeah, Aggron has rocks.
They got rocks, yeah.
That doesn't
that's it,
say
though.
so.
You sure, Phil?
I think it does.
It
I swear
does.
that-
Okay, yeah, it does. The dog is just, I don't know. Is that the only rocker? I think so, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that is.
That is not
mean,
to be desirable.
The ground type is Zygarde, so that doesn't have rocks. Steel type gets them. There's no other rocker.
Maybe it's not hazards, yeah.
Shad joint. Yeah, my one problem with my team is no hazard. Yeah, that is. If you had another rocker, this team would be so good. I think. It also is a little. Okay, no, it's not super passive, but its breaking comes solely from like 2-3 mons.
Yeah.
Like Rillaboom, Mienshao, and like offensive Zapdos do a lot of the offensive pressure.
Yeah.
Personal complaint I have, but it's like mostly my thing, is that you don't have a dark type, so you leave yourself open for like cheesy psychic type setups with stored power.
Yeah, I mean, Soaking Gallows base. No, it's not really a. It takes on a lot of psychic types, but it does leave itself
Not
a
the
little
stored
open.
power ones, I feel like.
Probably not. Yeah, as Shout says, this is definitely kind of semi-stall.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, a dark type would be nice, but there's no. Maybe instead of Rotom, you grab some like cheap dark type that. I'm not sure what Rotom's doing here other than removal. I feel like you never bring it over Zapdos on this
I mean,
team.
Rotom is a fine tier 5, I feel like.
I mean, it's fine. I just think if you were trying to find a spot to get a dark type, you could swap Rotom.
You could also easily get rid of Alola Mola and get like Jellicent.
Is Jellicent available?
Yeah, and it's in T4.
I
You
would
could
like
also get-
Jellicent.
You could also get like Omastar or Quagsire.
Okay, don't say
Omastar if you want,
almost.
like it's Omastar's rocks and like a setup option.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, but if you like want to be like, or if you want to have like a reliable water type that also can clicks water moves actually and be scary, I
Mhm.
think Jellicent and Quagsire are better at that role at Alola Mola because you don't need the triple wish. I think Florges and Auden are good enough.
Yeah, I think Jellicent will be super nice. It still fits the mold of what this team wants, which is a bulky water. And it is a little less passive, because it can actually put more pressure on.
Yeah, you could replace Rotom Frost with. I see a lot of Guzzlords in the chat, and I completely agree because it gives you a dark type.
Dark type and Guzzlord's just fat.
Yeah.
Guzzlord's a pain. Do it.
Does this team have knockoffs? Rillaboom has it,
Has
and
knockoff.
Alola Mola or
And
Auden
Mienshao.
Mienshao, yeah.
There's a lot of
Okay,
knockoff
that's-
mons.
Yeah, but Guzzler would still be pretty good. I feel like. Also, hello Primus.
Whoa.
Oh, Primus here. Let's go.
What's up, boys? I apologize for being late. We just legit walked in.
You're good.
Let's see.
Alright. I like this team a lot though. I think we can move on. I give this 4.7 heavy duty boots out of 10 because no dark type.
Oof.
And it has an Alola Mola.
Yeah.
Personal-
I give it,
Personal queries,
give-
but
That defensive core is going to be hell to break through.
yeah.
I give it 7 Woosh users out of 10.
Which is just a 10.
Phil's creative with it today. Hold up.
I like it.
Alright, I think we can move on.
Yeah.
Alright, I like that team though. Then we got St. Louis Spirit with Scatterdrade. Or the homie that dropped his Govy on the dock on the application. My homie.
One thing I will say just straight off the bat, I'm not going to lie to you. How do you get Garchomp round 2?
No, it was just bottom of round 1.
Oh, it's just bottom round 1? Even
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
how the hell does that happen?
Didn't they go Garchomp Finny?
Yeah, it was Garchomp
Pretty
Finny
sure,
first
yeah.
pick, I'm pretty sure.
This is a TRT team. This is a TRT team.
Yeah, I mean, any team with Finny is a TRT team, so.
Yeah.
I like Finny Garchomp. I think it is the only dragon. The main dragon you can pair with Finny because Earthquake is really all you want to click on Chomp.
Yeah.
And you can just click Dragon Claw on the things off the ground. So I think it's fine.
The fairy terrain actually. Wait. Oh no, it is fairy terrain.
Yeah.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. I like. I'm not sure I'm a big fan of Bisharp as the Dark Resist when you have a lot of Shadow Ball weak mons.
Yeah.
Like a Gengar runs through this team.
Oh yeah, Gengar comes in and just claims 6.
Yeah, it just eats. With like an E-Belt, with the
Mhm.
E-Belt, it actually does a lot of work.
Yeah.
I would say there's not really much of a defensive core on this team either. It's Finny and then
Shaman.
like AV slow bro or like a Shaman.
And Hitmontop.
Yeah, Mega Kang can also be like bulky as well.
Yeah.
We definitely seen like Wish Mega Kangs before with max HP.
It does help in
So-
the Ghost matchup Ari is right. It's
Yeah.
not the end of the world. It's just a little issue I see is like if Mega Kang has to consistently be defensive, it's not ideal.
I think it just depends on the ghost. I think like with a Spectre, I think it's a little better.
He can beat
But-
Spectre easy.
He could be Spectre, but like if he runs into a Gengar or like a
I mean, he does have Shandy, which helps,
Yeah.
or
and
or
Frostlass.
or AG just in general.
I think AG's
Yeah,
slow
Age.
enough you can play around it with this team because Bisharp's faster at that point.
Yeah.
I think the main one is Gengar. Gengar's a huge problem, but he did grab Shandy, which is nice. Because if he didn't have Shandy, I'd be pointing out Shandy as another one.
One thing I'm seeing with this team as well is that like his hazards are Garchomp, Bisharp, and it looks like Frostlass.
Yeah.
If I'm seeing that right.
Yeah, it's a lot of just offensive rockers here.
Yeah.
Which-
Yeah. It's not a bad thing. It's just like one thing to point out for sure. I also like how he drafted Frostlass though, because Spikes is actually pretty nice with a team like this. You could definitely like if you get a spike up. Sometimes a spike is more valuable than a rock.
Yeah,
And you could just claim kills with Chomp or Thundy Eye, and Thundy Eye fits really good on this team.
I do like Thundy Eye.
Yeah, he traded it with the other Thundy.
Yeah, he swapped it for Thundy T because he had that originally.
I feel like the ninjas could go here because it doesn't really give value.
Yeah, it's not the most useful.
He just drafted it for speed. It looks like.
I know, but like if you like want speed, you want the speed, so you get your opponents to prep for the speed or something. But Ninjas is so much faster than the next highest on this team with 111 that the speed is like, okay, there's a Ninjas, I'll just gotta deal with it. I don't care if it's like 160 speed.
Also one thing, I'll point out two things about the team. One, there's not much pivoting outside of Ninjask and Thundy. And two, there's not much removal on this team outside of like Hitmontop and Finny. And
And
Finny
Thundy.
doesn't really want to use default because it's going to default its own terrain away. Possibly get a toxic on it. Whatever.
Yeah.
The speed tier is a little bit of an issue. There's two base 100s, a 102, a 110, and a 111. It's another team that the speed tiers are crowded. There's not like a gap where you can sit in between speeds and actually make you go a little bit higher. You're going to like one speed tier with most things, and it covers half the team.
Yeah, 70 to 110 seems like a
Oh.
majority of the team.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, literally.
there's
Okay.
one mon below it in
Yeah.
Slow
One
Rogal.
mon below it, one mon above it, or two mons
Yeah.
above it. Thundy Eye at 111
Yeah.
and Ninjas.
It is a naturally faster team though, which is not a bad thing. I think it just needs the higher speeds spread out a little bit more, so it like, because right now because it goes from 85 to 100, which isn't bad, and it goes 100 to 100, and 100 to 110, then 111.
I think a thing that's interesting about this team as well. Also, Bubba, somebody gifted you subs. That's
What?
crazy.
Well, stop it! Whoever's anonymous, why? I appreciate it, but stop it.
Let's go.
Yeah, Hitmontop's gonna be brought to a lot of games.
Thank you to whoever gifted me subs. You're a nice person. Sorry.
Oh, you're totally good.
KJ, stop giving me money.
That boy,
Yes,
that boy KJ gets some subs. Also, shout out to KJ getting a house, bro. That's live.
KJ, you gotta prepare for the match in an hour. Why are you here?
Yeah, film's calling you out.
Calling you out. Damn.
Getting this ass beaten.
Yeah,
But yeah, y'all are.
I know Ari pointed it out. I think the hazards aren't great.
Yeah.
The hazard game isn't great here. It's definitely gonna be an issue of you have to out hazard your opponent. I think
Both setting up hazards and also
keeping them
removing
off.
hazard, keeping them off is going to be an issue for sure.
I mean, him on top
Um,
can come to a lot of games and spin. It normally has a spot.
Yeah, like for me personally, I just wish there was a better defog option, just in general.
Yeah, I mean, he does have spin though, so he can at least spike with Frostlass and then keep him up while removing.
That's fair. That is
Yeah.
true.
But I do agree with what Cage just pointed out. It needs another rocker. It's just two offensive rockers.
Yeah,
which-
yeah. It just needs. Yeah, it definitely needs another rocker for sure.
it just needs something that doesn't want to waste a slot on rocks. Because Chomp normally wants 4 moves that can fit SD or Scale Shot. And Bisharp just wants. I mean, Bisharp sometimes can probably fit it, but you want like a choice Bisharp. Sometimes.
Yeah.
It depends on the matchup, of course, for Bisharp. It can fit it more often than Chomp. And I think on this team, Bisharp, as the only steal as well, has a lot of defensive. Has to do a lot of defensive
What
utility.
you could get is a Pharaoh Seed at tier 5 instead of the ninjas, which would give you another steal to just switch in and rocks and spikes and stuff.
I do like the Pharaoh Seed.
I was about to say if it wasn't taken, like immediately in my mind, I thought Steelix. Like it just has like a defensive steal. It gives you that ground typing as well and that electric immunity.
Steelix could be nice. I think just a difference,
Helix
another
is in
steal.
tier 4 is the thing.
Yeah, that would be my only thing.
Yeah, you can't really fit it.
Like Mawile would still be like a tier 5 steel rocker.
Yeah, I think it. You definitely should try and pick up like a low tier steal,
Wait,
just so
Stunfisk Galar? Stunfisk Galar?
I'd rather the Pharaoh Seed.
or even to be honest with you, bro, like you can draft Rhydon in tier 5, and that would be a pretty decent rocker.
That is
Like,
a decent rocker.
not
Yeah.
particularly like a steel type or anything, but I mean it's a reliable rocker.
Yeah, I think just you want to change Ninjas to something that gives you rocks and a little more defensive utility.
And then I think at that point you could just play around the speed tiers at that point with your team.
Yeah,
Yeah, the rest of the team is like individually good offensive mons.
yeah, I like this team. It's solid. I think it just needs to fix the hazard game, and
Like a big mon, if he could fit it on here, that he could mess around and do, is if he gets Muckalola. If he could play around with his team a little bit. If he gets Muckalola on his team, that's one of the main mons that worry Finny. And to have that on his team would actually be a dub.
you can avoid it getting Wisp.
Well, that would help with the terrain.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's all. Y'all ready to move on?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Film, what are we rating it? Creative genius
I'm
over
giving-
here.
I'm giving it a. Oh god.
Free choice.
Yeah, he's lost the
No.
talent.
I'm giving it a 7.5 out once outsped by a single choice scarf out of 10.
There we go. That's what we get him here for. Alright,
Yeah.
I like it though. Solid team, fix the hazards. Alright, now we got Flint's team.
This man got 3 waters, and they're all bulky waters.
Hold on. Better put this cute.
If you want to
ball
consider
right
Cool Fish a bulky water.
Well, wait, they changed their team. I think I just messed up.
Oh, they did. What's the adjustments?
Or maybe they didn't do it. They
Awesome.
didn't do it.
here. Never mind. They like
Oh,
their
they
water.
said
There aren't any.
They said they were gonna change it like when the draft was done, but then they never did it.
Maybe they forgot. Oh well. Anyway, with what they got here, Coco Ape, always a super solid core. Love that pairing, right? It's always good. Pivots, easy. They got the cheap Ments, which is always nice. Solid Dragon.
Bronzong Per is a really good defensive core in defensive unit in tier 3. I like that a lot.
I always like Zarude. Zarude's always solid. Super solid Firewater Grass, or whichever water you want to pick as part of it.
Yeah, whatever one.
I like Spikes from Quillfish. I think that's why Quillfish is here, is for the Spikes option.
Yeah, I mean, if he gets a T spike up against somebody, it's going to be really, really good for Ape and men's DD.
Just Coco.
And just Coco in general, yeah.
They also got Porygon Z, which is always a solid breaker. Yeah, can't forget about that menace to society.
Both Ape Zarude and PZ could be really good scarfers as well.
Yeah, solid scarf options.
Mm-hmm.
Slowbro Mega's
It's
nice.
just there for parries as well.
Oh yeah, they needed a poison of some kind.
Yeah, the pivoting on this team is really good. I like the hazards. Defog would be Mince
Mince,
Articuno.
Articuno,
and
and
Coco.
Coco. Alright, whoever typed. Someone caught it. I was about to fix it. I just spotted the Coco.
Was it about to be the capital K?
Yeah, I caught the cool fishing because the Coco.
It was low-key ticking me off, but I didn't want to say anything.
I already fixed the Quillfish.
Okay. But
yeah,
maybe
I-
default could be a little bit better here.
I think something instead of Sableye would be nice. Not sure what it really is here for.
Sableye would need to be replaced, something that could reliably get rocks away.
Yeah, maybe a spinner so you can keep spikes up.
Maybe Spinner. Maybe you could also like get rid of Slowbro Mega for another Mega, so the Water and Psychic is gone, and then get like Zardu in tier 5, so that's just Magic Bounce and Defog.
Fair. I think they need the points though with Slowbro, so they need to pick something in that tier.
They could also get just like a different Mega in that tier or below the tier.
Mm-hmm.
They
Not
said
sure
they
what's still on
wanted to like change it to rain.
Oh,
Oh,
Rain. So that's Mega Swampert, but what's the rain setter? Pelipper?
they'd have
I
to
guess
get Pelipper.
Drop Swamp. I want to drop Swampert, Mega Bro, and then something else. I think.
where are you gonna go?
I mean,
Like, was he gonna go Polytone?
I don't know.
I guess because Swampert would be gone, or is Politoed 4?
Well, yeah,
Politoed's 3.
No, Politoed 3. Yeah.
yeah, Polytone's 3, so
I guess
it would just be.
Porygon Z would be gone, and Quillfish.
Well, Quillfish could be.
I would say.
I know this is like a weird take, but Quillfish could be used as a Swift Swimmer too.
Oh yeah, Quillfish is Swift Swimmer. It's not the
But
best
they do
Swift
have-
Swimmer, but it
But
does
they do have better
it.
mods in that tier for what it does. Kabutops, Ludicolo.
But yeah, if you want a Swift Swimmer, you don't keep Quillfish. But
And honestly, you know what I would have liked if he went Rain, and I know this is kind of strange, but if he was dropping PZ and dropping like Quillfish, he could go for like a Heliolisk here. I would really like Heliolisk on this team. A lot if he went Rain.
I mean, he's
I
got
do need
Coco.
a healer as well, yeah, exactly.
He's got Coco, but like Heliolisk would also give you that immunity to go, so it could be a Rising Voltage abuser on the team. Plus, it has access to Weather Ball. It has a wide
And the
move pool
rest.
for the team.
I just
Mhm.
read up on Grass Knot, yeah.
It's not bad. I just think you always bring Coco over it, especially even on Rain.
I agree, but I
Could
think
bring both.
I'm about to say you could just use them as a tandem.
Yeah.
You could just use
I
them as
mean,
a tandem.
Exactly.
That would be a pain to deal with in Rain, to have both electric breakers.
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's if they want to go Rain. I don't think they should go Rain. I think this team's
No,
super
I think
solid.
Yeah.
this is better.
I
think
than
Flint, if you're listening, please don't go Rain. Not with this. You have Coco, Infernape, Salamence. Don't do it.
Good.
Don't
You know,
do
it'd
it.
be kind of cool here if like he had like an offensive Trick Room option.
You
on
have
this
Bronzong.
team.
That's not an offensive trick.
Like an
from Optic.
offensive Trick Room option. Like,
Nah,
offensive.
Bronzong's crazy in Trick Room. Trust. I mean, you got Mega
Nah.
Slowbro. You just set your own Trick Room
Yeah.
for that. That's the
Yeah.
offensive Trick Room option. That's 130 special attack. That's
Yeah,
you set your own Trick Room and go crazy there. If you want to be a Trick Room team.
I
This
wonder,
be-
I wonder if he went double dark because he has Mega Bro and Bronzong.
I think Zaru just does everything Sableye would do and better. I don't think you need the double. I think Sableye just get like a spinner or something. Personally.
Maybe Sableye is the rain setter.
Oh god.
Mm.
Zero stop. Don't encourage this. Don't encourage
Let's
this.
talk about it.
Don't
Let's
encourage
talk
it.
about it. Let's talk about it.
Bro,
They
this
got they got a couple different options that they could do in tier 5. Like they got I know he already has a poison type, but they have like mons like Golbat. That could be a potential defogger. Not really much though in tier 5. That's the only thing. Like Golbat seems like the only like reliable one that I could take a look at. Rotom Fan could also be another option. Too. So there's some options. It's just like what really like fits the team. And Xatu's also in tier 5 as well. So film from earlier, yeah, Xatu would work here.
Yeah. I like this team a lot. Flint, don't make it rain, please. Whatever
This
you
is a
do.
good team.
Yeah. Film,
Oh, shit.
what are we rating it?
Yo, they're shitting on Rain.
No, Primal, this team's
I'm
just
rating-
too good to switch to rain.
No, I
I'm
agree.
rating it 9 out of 10 people not wanting this team to go rain.
I like that. Okay. Alright. Fix the Sableye, and it's a super solid team. Like it a lot. Should be super fun. Next team. We got the Illiterate Avalugs. And Jumping Dudes team. I was looking at this team before we started. Just because I randomly clicked on it. I forget why.
Oh, this team is crazy.
And
This
it's super nuts.
Oh, this
Offensively,
team is crazy.
it goes nuts.
Bro, this is a team I would draft.
The,
This is a
the,
team I would draft.
the issue is, its defensive core is Corviknight.
Yeah.
There is
This-
literally nothing else supporting it defensively.
Bulu's pretty good physically defensive, I guess.
If it's not like you want to run Bulu defensively, is the thing.
There isn't
Bro,
a
they-
single Spadaf.
I mean,
Hey,
it has 100 HP. If you need to
Well,
check
no.
something defensively,
Hey,
you can just go like.
Hey,
full
not gonna
defense
lie,
with
not
attack.
gonna lie. Why does that defensive core get beat by Charizard? Charizard let it run house.
The entire team is run by Charizard.
Low key. Low key.
This team stacks a lot of typings though, I'm realizing. Like its
This is
offensive
just-
core feels like it just stacks every typing.
Double electric, double steel,
Double fighting,
double fighting.
double water.
I just realized he had Keldeo and Megamedi. I don't blame him for it though. Keldeo in tier 2 is a steal.
But he's also got Gren in tier 2. It feels like he didn't need to take
Yeah.
both.
Yeah, he didn't need he doesn't need Keldeo.
I don't know what he took first, but I feel like one of them could go. Preferably Keldeo, I think.
Yeah.
He just stacks so many typings. There's double offensive poison as well, like Scolipede and Nidoking.
Like maybe
Like-
What's his ground type?
Nidoking.
Nidoking.
Okay.
Nidoking is solid ground. That's not an issue at all.
Does he have a grass type?
Bulu. Alright.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Awesome, we're gonna have a fight.
No, I was gonna say I was just looking at like different things that he can maybe switch to in tier 2, and if he
It's
drops Keldeo,
rough.
it's kind of rough. Like I would say Mana Buzz, but like Mana Buzz is,
Man, it was
Like, they'll
just
be both-
weaknesses with.
yeah, they share
maybe
weaknesses in the
electric.
core. Yeah.
Yeah, right now.
Actually, I think you'd actually, if you get rid of Keldeo, I'd say don't go defensive, stay with the offense, and get like Hexorus.
I think this team's so offensive, I don't think you can change it back to a more solid defensive core.
Yeah, but
I
the
think,
thing, the thing you would probably get rid of would be Keldeo, and there is not like good defense glue for this team, so I just say go Hexorus, have more.
Hey,
offense.
low key. Oh shit. Maybe, but like, I don't know. Like, it could be something that could be decent, but like, Muckalola's still on the board. Like, please, somebody pick up Muckalola. Like, that mon is really, really good. That could also be a play here. I think
I think you
in
become.
some sort of capacity. Like, maybe if you would have to play around with the team a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
maybe drop Scolipede and Keldeo Nidoking. Like it would be kind of like it would take a lot of the offensive pressure off of it. But then at that point, I think you can replace Swoobat with something. a little bit
Subat's
better.
cool because it fits with Bulu. Because you get the Grassy Seed, you get +2 defense, and the Calm Mindset goes crazy.
I will not let you sit here and dog Keldeo, but then praise Swoobat. I
Yo,
would not let
it's
you
a
say
tier
that.
5.
It's actually really cool though, in that situation.
It has like a very niche where against a team with no Dark type, you just bring it and you just Sword Power sweep somebody.
Hey, low key, Mudsdale could be decent here in tier 4.
Yeah, for Rotom, for example.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for Rotom, and then you get Mudsdale. I mean, it has high horsepower that even though it doesn't like grassy terrain, it could still access a
And no,
powerful
it does
ground
like grassy terrain because like its
It gets some
with
sort of
grassy
recovery.
terrain and high horsepower. It actually super likes grassy terrain. I feel like.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
like that's a
Mudsdale would actually fit decently on this team. It gives you another rocker too.
Yeah.
Yeah, his hazards are what's his rockers? Is it just
Nidoking.
Nidoking?
He has.
That's it.
And then he
You know
has
what's crazy?
spikes
I think
from
he has-
Scolipede and Gren.
I think he has more. I think he has more options for T spikes than he does rocks, which is
Yeah.
crazy. I never.
He's
seen
got
that before.
triples T Spike, 1 rocks.
Yeah, I've never seen that before in my life.
That is funny.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Gren has both spikes, so he does have spikes options with Scully and Gren, so he can keep up hazard support. His removal is solid.
Or even you could go Dread here. I don't think Dread's a bad bond here at all.
Dread for rocks would be nice, and it
Yeah.
also would.
Red is a very good one to pair with Corvic Knight.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and because it just takes the U-turns, it's super
Well,
nice.
You turn
resist-
to take
it resists
the
everything
electric
that
fire
force-
resist.
Yeah, it's another rocker here. You get glare spam to make your Mega Medi look better in some games.
You make Mega Medi look better. You make Nidoking look better. Like,
I mean, if you keep Keldeo, you make you make the whole offensive core look better with glare support. Yeah. I think throwing away status, throwing around like T-Waves for this team is going to be super nice. So I think getting a Glareon would be super nice as well.
this seems like a status spam team, and just let Grand, Mega Medi, and Nidoking just kind of run rampant.
Chris said BRB going to go draft Grodd. Respect.
Yeah, I mean, Drud is a really good mon here. I like it a lot because, like somebody said earlier, like it has rough skin, so it can get a little bit of chip damage on some U-turns or anything like that the opponent does, and can chip things down for Grand, Mega Medi, etc.
Cyber
So it'd
said,
be
what
a
if
good
he's in a
outfit.
VGC match and needs a water fighting and dark step?
Oh my god, bro!
Yeah, Cyber spin.
Yeah.
He's got to have all the coverage. I think it's a
Alright.
super good offensive team. Maybe just grab another rocker. And
Yeah, I think
Just-
like a Drud or a Mudsdale or
just swap Rotom for something because you're not going to run that over zone.
even Colossal looks decent on this team.
Actually, if you swap Rotom, do you not have enough hazards?
What do you mean?
Or removal, I mean? It's just
I was
core.
gonna say
Pro.
removal's a big issue for this team too, because like core is an issue. That's why I say like Colossal wouldn't be a bad fit
Maybe.
because it would give you that
Focus
rapid spin
around.
option.
Course has to run a lot of defog.
I mean,
Yeah.
core's coming to every game.
Yeah, Core's coming
Yeah,
every
but
game
if-
with
Core's coming to
default.
every game.
If you put it in that defog role, it will need to fill that defog role in most of the games.
Like it's gonna run Defog, U-turn, Brave Bird, Roost.
Yeah, which is not bad, but it's predictable, and that makes Corv like less scary.
Yeah. I think it's fine though, because I think this team puts on so much offensive pressure. You just want Corv coming in, taking a hit, then you turning into a threat.
I hate to agree with this because I love Keldeo, but I do think Keldeo has to go. I do think Keldeo has to go to give you a little bit more options in what you could do. Like another rocker is nice, another defogger or spinner is nice. I think everything else is there though. I really like the makeup of the team.
let's see it. They do, but it's not like you want to bring those mons to a lot of games.
Yeah.
You like they're nice to have as a potential defog option, but it's not like Man,
My thing is this.
I'm looking at
like,
my
you gotta-
team, and this team's so offensive and top heavy. I want to bring Honchkrow to a game to take the spot of Gren or
You got to think of the
Nido
team
King.
makeup. Like, are you bringing Honchkrow over Corviknight or Gren?
Hope not.
Like you just gotta think of like the team makeup. Like
Yeah.
even like Keldeo might be like the most expendable member on this team. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Are the speed tiers fine? Yeah, I think those are okay.
122, 112.
There's no
Oh,
stacking.
122, 114.
The 112, 114's a little worrying. Isn't like ideal, but it's Swoobat and Scolipede.
Yeah.
Scollipede's
think
boosting its speed
yeah, I don't
constantly,
think
and
speed
Swoobat's
tiers-
coming to one game maybe.
Yeah, where it just runs house.
Yeah. One game where Psychic Stab looks too strong to not take.
Yeah, Grassy Seed with like stored power and Calm Mind.
Yeah,
Like,
just-
kinda nuts.
Yeah, so I think it's fine. I like this team. Just again, another team you look at, fix the hazards. Film?
I love the offensiveness of the team.
Film, what are we rating it?
We're rating it 9 out of 10 turns that the games are gonna last, Max.
For facts. It's the TRT treatment special. Pour it out for treatment. Alright, next team.
Oh
Sh-
no.
Chicago Cinderace Echo Sensei's team.
That thing stands for close combat. That's all he's doing with this team.
Yeah.
Bro, this is... Oh my god, he got triple fighting, I just realized.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's close combat city.
I will say, I do really like Slowking Heatran with Megalop. That's a super solid core, with Kyurem as well.
Slowking Train is super good. Super good.
That's, like, you just teleport into any of the major offensive threats here, and it's just claiming kills. I'm not sure why Buzzwole's here, if I'm honest.
I'm not sure why Galade's here either.
I think
So,
let me think in the mindset of the actual person who drafted this team. Like in my mind, it's like a decent earthquake switch in because his team does kind of not deal with earthquake well, especially like if I know this is a specific mon, but like drill would kind of do work with this team. Also like DD Moldbreaker Haxorus would be an issue, so I could see that, but like at the same time, like there's always Tangela that could possibly be an option in the lower tiers, or you could have drafted. I'm not sure if Tangrowth is still on the board. If not, Tangrowth is still on the board, or just any sort of solid grass type. I think would have helped here.
Yeah, because it has no... Its ground resist are Wheezing, Levitate,
Its
and
Stealth
Buzzwole.
Rocks is Heatran. And then it has T-Spikes from Weezing.
I think at that point, I think you go Decidueye. Like Decidueye it has access to Roost. It also has access to U-turn. It's also
Defog.
fighting immunity, defog. You know, it gives you options in that route.
Okay,
Hazards
so
are an issue.
there's a lot of problems I see. First of all, like Hazard, because Heatran is the only rocker, and like Weezingella has T-Spikes. Then Gastrodon, I don't see does anything here when there's Slowking, just get a different ground type in tier 4. Gallade, well, it's value in tier 5, but why do you need Gallade when you have Buzzwole and Megalopunny? And also, why is there Zepstriker? Like, your team has so many issues, but not having an electric type is not the one. This is rough, I feel
Also,
like.
the dark type is Zoroark.
I think switch
That's
out.
okay, that's okay.
I think switch out Gastro. I think switch out Gastro for
I feel like
Heliolisk could
Zoroark-
be really good here.
I feel like with Zoroark, if you have Buzzwole, Megalopunny, you can, like,
I mean,
make
it does
sure
well.
they have to click Psychic.
I mean, it disguises them for sure. It disguises well on this team. I'm just not sure. Like, this team doesn't want to take a Shadow Ball.
Yes, but I feel like it's mostly because of Gallade, and the only thing not wanting to take a Shadow Ball is Slow King.
Well, it does have Mega Lot, but like a Ghost type comes in and it puts a lot of pressure on just to force something to take that chip. You don't have a
that's
solid
what I'm
Dark
saying.
type that like comes in and will take that hit and keep
I mean, it
trucking.
will still take the hit, but it will just lose its ability in that regard.
Yeah, I think for me, one of the like Film said earlier, like the Gastrodon kind of needs to go.
Yeah.
I think there are better ground types that you could get um in tier 4. For instance, like you could draft like a Mudsdale or a Piloswine or just something along those lines to help you out there. I mean, even in tier 3, they have Rhyperior open. Another thing I would say is that if you didn't want to go that route, please, this is another me asking, please draft this mon. It's a good value. I think if you draft like Heliolisk in tier 4, that's a solid electric type. You have Jolteon in tier 4.
I don't think this team needs an electric type.
Well, if you drop Zebstrika, I think it does.
Why?
No, I think Zebstrika got to go no matter what. This team has too many ground problems.
Yeah.
A ground type comes in and says, "This team is mine."
I think a grass type is more prominent.
You know what?
I think you
could
definitely need
also,
a grass type here.
what I feel like, you could get Torterra in tier 5 and have the option to go, like, with Gastrodon can be anything you want, just not Gastrodon, and you could also change Gallade to something you need.
Yeah. I also think if you could spend the Buzzwole points elsewhere, that'd be hype. But if you want to use Buzzwole, keep it. It does help with the ground problem. It is something that takes an Earthquake.
Yeah.
It takes an Earthquake really good, actually.
Yeah, it does solve. It doesn't solve the ground problem, but it makes it playable.
Helps a little
I mean, then there's also the option you could get rid of Buzzwole, get an Obstagoon, then get rid of Zoroark if you want your ground to be tier 3, and then you can still get off Gastrodon, and then it's like a landslide of changes.
Yeah.
See if anybody picked up this.
Yeah, if you do that, you can get Decidueye in tier 3.
Honest to God, I think just switch out Zebstrika for Tangela, and I think that solves a lot of your problems. Like just off the bat. Or as far as ground switchings go. I'm a big advisor of Tangela.
Yeah, I think Tangela would be nice.
I think if you switch out maybe Tangela for Gallade or Zebstrika, either one of the two. I think
Probably
that's-
Gallade. Gallade does nothing on this team.
Probably Gallade.
Zebstrika might look good in the game or somehow, maybe. Gallade you're never bringing over either fighting type.
No.
Yeah, I think you get Tangela here, and you get a like high pricing ground type for Buzzwole, or like a better dark type. I think that's fine. I think that's fine here. Like Nidoqueen is still on the board. In tier 2 that you could possibly do. Like I said earlier, there's Mudsdale and Piloswine in tier 4.
Too.
I think Piloswine would just give him too much of a ghost weakness at that point.
Why?
Oh, look at his
if you
ghost
get rid of
weakness.
the Gallade anyway, it's just Slow King Pilsen.
Yeah, but who on this team is actually taking? Like Zoroark isn't really a ghost switching. You're not switching hard to a ghost type with Mega Lob.
I mean, that's why I'm saying there needs to be. I feel like there's a lot to be changed. If this wants to be like a very good team. It starts strong, but it also gets weaker very fast.
Also, the speed tiers are abysmal.
Again, this is a PSA. Please, somebody pick up Muckalola. For the love of God.
Super pricey.
For the love of Jesus Christ. Please, somebody pick up Muckalola.
You have an addiction.
Also, the speed goes from 135 to 116, and that 116 is Zebstrika to 105 to 95. I'm not a fan.
I feel like you
that's-
can play around that.
Yeah, but I'm not creeping Zubstrika.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not creeping
That's why.
Zubstrika.
That's why I say Jolteon might be a little bit better. Like if you can get Jolteon, I would pick it up, and then you could just work with it from there.
Cyber points
and
out,
see-
in 105 is Zoroark. So actually, in reality, it's 130 and 95.
No, you need to speed creep Zoroark. Zoroark is actually an offensive threat. But Zubstrika?
You don't creep Zub. I'm not creeping a Zubstrika. If it
I'm not gonna
comes,
lie.
I just switch my ground type in on it,
I'm not gonna
which
lie to
you
bro.
bring to this matchup.
That boy Zhang says Substrika is a threat. Zhang,
Only
are you the
skin.
same? Zhang, are you the same person that drafted Clefairy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he's supporting
3 times in 2
Zubstrika.
weeks.
We support all the tier 5s, huh, my boy?
Okay, final rating. Maybe.
Yeah, that's
Clefairy the goat. I love you, Zhang.
iPhone. What are we rating it?
I'm rating it 5 out of 11 monsters that I would keep on this team.
iPhone was too creative today.
Also very underrated. I know we're gonna go into the next team, but very underrated. Slurpuff with webs, with Megalop and Kiram.
That's,
Really nice.
And it's a Balloon threat itself.
yeah. I
All
mean,
right.
it is Slurpuff though.
Hey, be nice to Slurpuff.
7 out of 10 magnitudes.
7 magnitudes out of 10.
Oh my god.
Alright, next one, we've got the Slowpots Risu with Wannabeeb's team. And we have Lele set. Nope, I hate it. Sorry.
He
I-
has PTSD, guys.
I have a
He
I'm
has
a
PTSD.
Lele Sand hater for
He
through
has
and through
PTSD.
forever.
He has PTSD. He drafted Mega Zam with Lele and Sand, and
I've done it too many times and it always goes wrong. So I always think I'll make it better this time, and it always feels like it's better, and it's never better.
Blastoise on his. Hey, low key, Cyber. I was just about to say that, bro. If he drafted Zard Y with this, that'd be kind of fire. Low
Jamming's
key.
last season's team.
Low key.
Yeah, that would just be Jamming's last season team, except without Lele.
Yeah.
Overall, though,
I
I still like.
the idea of Blastoise Mega in terrain.
I think it's the worst terrain to pair it with, but it does work here.
Oh,
What
it's
is-
not the worst, but it's also not the best.
No, I prefer
What
either
is-
of the other two terrains.
What does
Oh, okay,
Does
not
Taurus
Fanny.
Hurricanes get nerfed in Sand?
What do you mean nerfed?
No,
Like-
it's 100. I
So-
think it's still accurate.
It's still
Wait, what-
it's still its normal accuracy. It's just in Sun that it's 50%.
That's 50%. Okay, just making sure of that. Yeah, Terrain Pulse Mega Blastoise is nice.
That does help to kill Pex. That would be cool.
I think it makes sense. Like Lele Drill is always a good pairing because Lele's main thing is steel types, and Drill takes care of that pretty well.
I like
Um,
Rotom Heat here for that.
I love Rotom Heat here. It's a pivoter. It's also a good fairy switching outside of Excadrill. Yeah, I like that a lot. Oh, he also has a Ferrothorn there.
I like that Ferrothorn and I like Ferrothorn Drill because that lets Drill not have to fill the role of a steel type, and it can just break.
I will say this: he's gonna have fighting types are kind of an issue.
What is his fighting switch? Death.
Lele, and Tornai.
Okay, Tornai's not a fighting switch. That's dying to a 2 CCs, I bet, from a strong fighting type.
Yeah, and I mean it probably is, but those are the only resist.
Yeah,
Um,
Lele does take CCs decently well though.
Yeah, it does, but again, you don't want
It's-
to push Lele into a CC.
Yeah, I mean, you switch into the CC, then you can at least force the fighting type out, but you can't do that 3 times across the game.
Yeah, you can't, especially. Yeah, I was just about to say, Austin, especially if it's banned. Let's just say, for instance, Simeon runs up against this team.
Yeah. Also
For
with
hand shot.
Sand Chip, like Austin said,
Sand shit.
Sand Chip makes Lele die even quicker. So it
Yeah.
can't keep taking the CCs.
I think getting another fighting resist would help a lot with this.
It does have Stoutland. So,
That's
I
the
think-
bro,
to be
Sandrush
honest,
Stoutland about to be gas, boy.
if he brings
To be honest,
Sandra Stoutland over Exeter, I'll throw in a fit.
I think if this team just gets rid of like a Flygon or what else? The Skuntank for getting like a ghost. I think this team is super solid and will always be very hard to prep against.
Oh yeah, no, this
don't
team's
see-
good. It's just the fighting
I don't
weakness.
see any glaring issues besides the fighting weakness.
Speed tiers are kind of crazy too.
I mean,
like
that's okay because that's still a sand team.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sand
but you're not-
always covers, at least.
but here's the thing: sand only affects like maybe 1 or 2 mons. Like you still gotta
Yeah,
account
but
for
the
the
thing
rest of
is,
this team.
you still have to speed creep for like the 88 speed Excadrill, and maybe if you can outscarf it with like a super fast 130 mon outscarf, you can also speed creep that. And Stoutland, although it's not looking scary, you still kinda have to creep that.
Sure. I guess for me personally, I guess like speed tiers would still be like I still want a. Like this isn't like a. I wouldn't say this is a hardcore sand team at all.
No, it's
for-
like Sand
so-
gets tossed on
So
at the
like
end.
so like if I'm not going with a hardcore sand team, I still want my team to function outside of sand.
I mean,
And
it
I
does.
feel like-
Tapu Lele is like super good Scarfer. If they decide to keep Flygon, super good Scarfer. Then
My thing is though,
Krill
like
and
if you run
Dryo
into like a
spin, if Krill and Dryo actually get a spin, they're getting scarier.
from the standpoint that I'm thinking about it from is that like scarf fighting types are a big issue. So like outside of sand, like scarf fighting types are just gonna run rampant. So like your Passimians, your like obviously Lele outspeeds Passimian, but like I'm thinking of something along the lines like a Mienshao. Like bring a Scarf Mienshao to this game, and you've already killed sand. It becomes a way bigger issue than what it
Scarf
actually was
Mienshao
before.
is not strong enough to kill Tornai.
In 2 CCs.
Not with Scarf.
I think it does, actually.
I was about to say, bro, you want me to count this real quick?
I'm not
I
sure.
mean, even then, even if you really desperately need that CC switch in, you can go like a bulkier Tornai and just use it as a U-turn bot. I don't think that's a big problem. You can just get it like Ghost, and I feel like the problem would be fixed.
You just need something that for sure will take a CC. I also don't like Cryo being your second fastest mon.
Yeah, the top speed is not that good, but it's okay-ish with Sand.
It's not the worst speed tier I've ever seen because it has Lele that's gonna be scarfed a lot. Probably.
I'm not gonna lie on this team. Like I understand Blastoise is there. I would have loved Starmie on this team.
Sorry, wouldn't
Nami
be bad.
also doesn't really take CC spell.
It's something though.
I would have loved Starmie on this team.
Oh.
If you roast Torn for not taking CC, Starmie's not taking CCs either.
Yeah, but the thing is though, like with Starmie, like you can actually like Starmie has access to recovery, which is huge.
So does Torn.
No, it doesn't.
Tornai does not
Roost,
have
right?
Tornai
No.
does not get roost.
No.
No?
Tornai does not get roost, my boy.
Wait, what?
Yes, Tornai does not get roost.
Phil, you know Torn T doesn't get roost either, right?
Bro, you are tweaking right now.
Alright, okay, that makes it so much worse.
Yeah, you're
there we
tweaking.
go.
Yeah, you're tweaking.
There we go.
There it is. You're tweaking.
There we go.
Yeah.
We've come to the realization.
Jin.
Thank you. Thank
ASAP.
you. Thank you. We finally changed him.
There we go. All right.
Even low key Necrozma, like Necrozma's in tier 2.
Is that still on the board?
It is still on the board in
But
tier
what
2.
are you switching it out of?
Yeah. There really isn't a one you want to switch for a Necrozma because Lele exists. I think you just
Yeah.
get like a Decidueye or something. That's what seems best here. You swap Flygon for like Decidueye or something of that nature. I think
Hell,
it's
even
better.
like a Mimikyu if you're scared of like the fighting types with knockoff. Just really 40 fighting types. It's just dead roll.
Just get something to switch into CCs more than once. And you're fine. Because this team's solid otherwise. It's gonna have to play around strong fighting types all season.
No, that wouldn't really work like that. I was thinking like Venusaur could be decent.
Yeah.
Could be.
I mean, the Dark type is also Stun Tank in a Psychic Terrain team, which isn't ideal. But, I mean, do you really want to have Stun Tank switching on every Psychic hit? Especially the ones
Yeah.
that have Fairy coverage.
It's actually one of the better dark types I feel like in Psychic Terrain because all the other dark types are weak to fairy moves, but this one's just neutral.
It's not the worst. I'll give you that, but I'm just a Stun Tank hater.
It's okay. I still think Skuntank is a fine addition for the dark type in.
It is
Psychic
removal,
Terrain.
which is nice.
I'm
For
about
him.
to say it's one of his it's one of his ways of removal as well.
What has he got?
Which
Drill, Cryo,
He has
Stun Tank.
Blastoise, Mega, Flygon, Skuntank,
He's got
Rotom,
triple
Heat,
spin.
Tornai, Excadrill, and Cryo.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
got
got a
so
lot.
much. And he's got solid. He's got 3 solid rockers.
Of Gigalith.
Yeah, he's got good
Um,
hazards.
No lie.
Wait, the rockers actually. Yeah, okay, Pharaoh Gigalith. One of them will always have rocks.
Yeah.
No lie. You already know what I'm gonna say. Draft Makalola. Put that thing on your team.
It's
It's
super
Skuntank.
expensive, Prime.
Bro, legit it's a 1-for-1 with Torna.
Yeah, but then you don't have a fighting. You don't have half a fighting switch then.
Did you already have a fighting switch beforehand?
I mean, Tornite takes 1 at least.
Get rid of the Flygon, get Maka, Alola, and get a Ghost in tier 4.
Get you like a Miss Magius or something.
Oh, that would be good, yeah.
Yeah, it's another mon you actually have to prep for speed wise. You don't creep
Yeah.
cryo speed, so it's actually 105 you have to creep. Because right now you creep Flygon and call it a day. Yeah.
Yeah, low key.
It seems good though. I think it's solid. It just fixed the fighting problem and we're
I know
good.
I feel like I might be ripping on your team, but like legit, I'm a weather guy, so like I'm pretty stickler.
Yeah, we call Primal the weatherman, so he's our
The Rain
national.
Man.
Yeah, he is the Rain Man. Alright. We'll move
Are we
on.
about to-
Oh wait, Phil, you didn't rate it.
It's 9 out of 10 mons that don't want to switch into close combat.
I like that. Alright, and we move on to Monk's team. I just want to keep Phil around for dumb jokes. We got the New York Pangoros. Sick logo, by the way. I just want to point that out because I like his logo.
a lot of these teams have been hella offensive.
I feel like they don't think of bulky cores in the lower divisions.
Like legit,
They just hit shit.
he's
They
Yeah,
click,
legit,
bu-
he's
they click buttons and get killed.
legit,
Yeah.
bro. Toad is gonna be that switching, and it's a wrap after that.
I mean, he's got
Like
Toad
this-
Ensign.
Okay, this team operates similarly to the other offensive ones, but has a semi-defensive core that is on a timer though.
I do like that all of his defensive mons can pivot, except for Toad. So like Insane can pivot. Savali to an extent can be a defensive mon.
Film was
What do
a
you mean to an
resident
extent?
Savali.
That's why I said that's the defensive core is on a timer. Like they switch in 2 or 3 times, but there is an end to it. They will not do it endlessly.
Kamo can be defensive at times, depending on the matchup.
Yeah, but also Como gets knocked. Your leftovers, like your recovery's gone, also on a timer.
No, I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying that is another piece of a defensive core, depending on the matchup.
definitely.
Also, I would just like to point out Monk has a Gengar, and Gengar is gonna run absolutely rampant.
Yeah, a lot of the teams we've looked at, it kills half the division.
It legit kills like half the teams. If Gengar isn't a kill leader, I will be very, very surprised.
Monk, we believe in you. You can do it.
You heard it here
I mean,
first.
you still have to hit your focus blast with Gengar, I feel like.
No, you definitely do.
Nah, Monk's talented. I believe in the man. I do like Mega Gardevoir. It is kind of cool here. Just because it's Mega Gardevoir. It hits
Overall-
hard.
Like overall fit of the team, I do wish there was a little.
Oh, I have found a glaring weakness, and it's only 2 defoggers with Savali and Arrow.
The arrow don't
Yeah.
count.
Yeah.
This is not desirable.
Yeah. I mean, Savali can be a type that pressures rockers, though, which is nice.
Do you like honestly? Do you need Durant here?
It's your
No.
steel type.
Exactly. Do you need Durant? Is Durant the still type you would want on this sort of team?
Well, you want an actual steel, I think.
Yeah, I agree
I-
with that.
The
I think you could-
problem, there's the steel types going down into 4 are really starting to get tough if they're not already drafted.
There's still Klefki on the board in tier 3. Reggie Steele. You
No,
have
that's a tier 4
Fortress.
Durant.
Oh,
you
it's
can't-
tier 4. Oh,
It's
tier
just the
4
points are
Durant?
messed up.
Yeah,
Ooh,
So there's not really a
okay.
lot unless he then moves Arrow down, which hurts his speed tiers.
I mean, even then they can't afford going from tier 4 to tier 3.
Like there's Caparaja there. It's not much of an upgrade, but it's
Can't you
more
go
bulkier.
move Arrow and Durant film to 5 and 3? Right? That's what I was talking about. You just
What?
never mind. I'm stupid.
No, Durant is
no,
4.
you can-
No, I mean, couldn't you take both 4s and then make it a? No, I'm stupid. I can't do math.
You can't do it
yeah,
because you would
can't.
go from 60 points to 80, but you need
No.
100.
No, I'm stupid yet. No, you're right. Also, thanks for the follow, Frida.
I think maybe if you
There will
maybe replace
actually,
Glacier with something. Glacier might
No,
be
I
on
feel
the
like-
chopping block.
the way this team works, there will be a lot of Savali steals coming.
Yeah, I mean, you do have that option, which is nice. I mean, we
There
did
will-
watch Poppy
there will
last
be a lot of
season.
Savali steals with defog.
We watched Poppy last season when a chip with Durant is his only steal. So it is possible.
Yeah, but Pabi didn't have the other problems really of like the defog options and stuff.
That is fair. But it is possible. Also, we didn't point
It
out
is
there's a
possible.
Zero Aura here, which is really cool. I like Zero Aura. It's nice speed control here. And the speed tiers are decent here. It's not the...
Oh, definitely are.
Yeah, this is a team I like the speed tiers of for once.
Yeah, it's nothing crazy. Like the only mon that I could see maybe affecting the speed tiers a little bit would be like a Weavile.
Yeah,
that would
Weavile
really be
sits
it.
in a nice spot, but Zero Aura can always revenge it. So it's like...
Yeah. That'd be the only mon that I could think of that would actually like pose like a huge threat. Other
And
than
you also
that,
have a-
speed tiers are pretty fine.
You also have an Incineroar, which is fine for Weavile. So I don't think this... There's nothing that sits at a nice speed tier that I can think of that pressures too heavy.
Yeah, I do agree with Film though. I think Savali will come defensive a lot of games. Like a parting shot defog, dual attack type
Yeah,
type of
exactly.
beat. Type of beat.
Exactly that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this team's super cool offensively though. Gardevoir, Como, Gengar, Zero Aura, Durant if it
The
hits.
setup on this team is crazy. I like that. Plot Gengar, Clangor Soul, Kamoa. Like even bulk up Zero Aura. Some pretty cool stuff here. Even DD Era at points if you want to run an offensive arrow.
Yeah, DDR is nice. Definitely useful. Yeah, I like this team. I think it might struggle in some matchups defensively if, a strong mon that beats both Toad and Incineroar that I can't think of off the top of my head appears.
Breloom.
And
That's
not even
one.
that, just chip.
Yeah, it just gets chipped fast. You have to play quickly with this team.
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
drag a game
Yeah.
out, you're not gonna win most of the time. Unless they just physically can't chip you or somehow.
Even like what we saw earlier with like the high pivoting team, I think they will have like a good matchup here because they just U-turn, teleport, Volt Switch every time, chip the thing, and then just kill it.
Yeah. I think as long as Monk plays quick, he'll be fine.
I do like the offensively. I do like how like he has like two mons that can be mixed offensively. I think that's really really cool. So like Kamo can be run special or physical, and so can Zera. So I think those aspects are pretty cool as well. It kind of plays like mind games with the opponent.
Yeah, I like it though. Don't rate it, and we can move on.
My rating is 3.5 out of 5 for the amount of times the defensive mons are gonna switch in.
Love that.
The 0.5 depending if they get knocked or not.
Alright, and we're on to the next one. Detroit Kling Clangs. Detroit's team.
See dual steal off the bat with Skarm and Metagross.
I see Weavile. I'm excited.
I see Weavile Zardex with Rotom Wash, and I
And Gliscor.
instantly get happy. Rotom Wash Gliscor is a super good defensive core. And Parrot, does Skarmory seem repetitive here?
No.
No, I think it's nice to have. You can let Metagross be a little more offensive.
Oh, wait, I have one big thing I would change about this team. As Primus said, Skarmory looks maybe a little bit repetitive, and Rotom Wash and Golisopod are something that don't want to switch in a lot of fire types. Golisopod just because, well, it's not resisting fire. Rotom Wash has a limited recovery. I think one of the best pairings in the game is Gliscor and Volcanion, and I already looked, Volcanion is free on the board.
There would be solid here. I do like Wash's pivoting though to get things in.
That is fine, but
You
can get rid of Skarm then.
I think their removal aspect is
Well, they both get removal, so.
Yeah, I think the removal aspect is
Get rid of
there
Skarm,
to-
and you can switch out Golisopod for something. If you get Volcanion.
Yeah,
and you
true.
can still keep the Rotom Wash as more offensive water if you want to.
Yeah, it also likes having electric, I think, this team. Just chipping waters down for Zard. I like spikes here as well. With Roserade. As a big Roserade fan. Just getting a spike up and just letting things get chipped for Zardex to keep coming back in and threatening seems really nice. And there's really good removal on this team for Zardex. Like, this isn't the team you look at and go, hey, Zardex is going to have like 3 chances to set up the whole game. This team has like solid removal, so it can probably get Zardex in multiple times throughout the game.
Possibly replace Golisopod for like a jelly or something.
If you want the fire switch, but it depends what you do with if you get Volcanion.
Yeah.
If you go the Volcanion route, make Golisopod like maybe a rocker or something.
Probably, yeah.
Zhang pointed out a good thing. I think Mudsdale would be a good fit, like Zhang said. I think Mudsdale instead of Golisopod could be good if you go the Volcanion route. Wait, never mind. Oh, I think it's cool. I don't mind it here. I think it just takes hits. It's fine. It's another rocker, so I think it's fine.
You could even go to the extent where you could go like double fairy, pick up the Yancy.
Dancy wouldn't be bad. That's another one. 'Cause
So
this
just
team-
having Comfy as your singular fairy, you could pick up DNC as another one.
Yeah. Probably a removal option around this team at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 removal options for Zara. That is really nice. Plus 3 rockers. I like this team a lot, honestly.
The one thing I do like about this team a lot is this Mon Roserade. I really like Roserade's fit on the team. I
Mhm.
think just as a Mon to break these waters, not only that, but then also set up T spikes for Zard. I think it's huge to get that chip damage off over
Mhm.
time for Zard and Weavile to just absolutely go in.
Agreed. Hmm.
One thing I would say about the team though is that I would have liked maybe like one special attacker. Like probably the best special attacker on here is Roserade. I would have just liked to seen another one.
Is there another one? Wash.
Like Wash, but like with this team you're gonna run bulky Wash most of the time.
Yeah, because it's the fire switching right now.
So like the best special offensive switch at that point next would be Comfy.
Yeah, and Comfy needs like a calm mind to actually damage things.
Comfy
Exactly.
also doesn't threaten any fire type in the game.
Yeah, fire types are the only issue I see with this team. Is some strong fire types could come in and just claim bodies. Like an Infernape? Nuts here. Flint,
Yeah.
if you have this in your cross-div game, bring the Infernape.
But
Yeah,
even
you just gotta bring Gliscor, and that's gonna be hell. I
Yeah,
think it
but
could deal,
the thing-
I think it could deal with it, but definitely like a mixtape would be a problem.
Victini would be a problem. I think Infernape, but Gliscor still has to switch in, and if it's defensive and Infernape is still just overheat special attack, then also like Chandelure will be really rough for this team.
Yeah, just strong fire types are just the only.
That's why I'm saying I feel like Volcanion would be a super good fit.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you more now that I look at this fire weakness. Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah. I do think this team, like we've mentioned before, just to reiterate the point, Zardex does probably get to go crazy here.
No,
It's set up. It's set up. This team is set up to let it prosper, so it should just get to click buttons.
It definitely does. It is double base 100, but maybe replace Skarmory with like Manaphy or something along those lines. It helps you out against the fire weakness. It gives you a pivot into Zardex, and it also gives you like a prominent special attacker as well.
It's triple water then.
Oh yeah, you gotta replace Gliscor.
Well, you play Gliscor obviously at that point.
Yeah, Gliscor gotta go, but I do think Volcanion or Manaphy, one of the two, is a really good fit here. Yeah.
I agree.
Film, rate it, and we keep moving.
Or actually no, just a or Starmie.
Starmie is also okay actually with this.
Yeah, it
I
gives you
actually
another
like
speed tier.
Starmie here a lot. Gives you 125 to 115 to 100, and then it also is a mon that can pivot. It's also a mon that can removal. It's a removal mon, so I think that works really well here.
Yeah,
And plus, analytic Starmie is just nasty.
just swap Skarmory to a tier 2 water. That is our main point, and Gliscor to whatever you feel like is cool.
And fits, yeah.
Alright. Film?
Final
time?
rating is 8.5 out of 10 for the fire hazard warning of this team.
Like that.
Not great.
Alright, and this team, I think this is one of the cooler teams in the draft. Or one of the higher.
Oh, we're quick though. Goodbye. See ya.
Oh, good luck, Film. I think Film has his draft game now.
Oh.
Yeah.
We'll go look the film.
Okay. Go, Film, go.
Mega Chomp, Torn T.
Yeah.
This team is bulky as hell.
The Ringing Chingalings, coached by Ding Dingaling. Goated name.
That boy got a ding-a-ling on.
I know it was a first pick Torn, and then I think it was Mega Chomp Slowbro were the next two. As first three, because I know they were first overall.
That's a cool core.
I like this core a lot, because you just get Chompin a lot. And the more Chomps in, the more dangerous it is.
Yeah, and then I also like how they picked up Darm. I actually like Darm G here a lot.
Darm G is nice here.
I like Darm G a lot here.
And I like Webs here a lot. With
Yeah.
Vikavolt. Webs is super nice for this team. It just lets Chomp Darm go nuts. And Torn
It
has
does. I do like Drapion as his tier 4 poison as well. I'm always a Drapion fan.
Drapion the GOAT.
For this team, it's actually nice too because it gives it a knockoff option, which is really nice. It also gives it T spikes too.
Mhm.
And the speed tier is kind of with Darm and Drapion, like Darm, Drapion, and Mega Chomp also there. It's not the best, but I think specifically for what Drapion is going to do with this team, it can work. For me personally, a couple of things like Raichu seems kind of repetitive here. Like I don't know whenever you're gonna bring like Raichu over Vikavolt.
I think it was just for speed, so I think he did a different higher speed mon. Because right now it goes from Torn to Raichu. Then there's nothing else.
Yeah. Oh, it does. Yeah.
Yeah, you need Raichu's there for the speed gap.
Yeah. And Chansey. Was Chansey like mainly there for like Ghost?
I guess.
Is that really it?
Like
I think
Rocks too.
Maybe?
Rocks would be another big thing as well.
Because what is the Rockers right now? Chomp,
Steelix.
Steelix,
That's
Chansey.
it. Yeah, with Chansey there.
Yeah, I guess it's just the Spadef sponge. So Sylveon doesn't have to always do it.
Yeah, I mean there's also mons like Klefki on the board that could give you like some spikes and like screens with Chomp and Darm G sounds scary as hell.
I'm not sure about Darmg. I do agree with the Chomp notion. I feel like Darmg just wants to come in, hit something, and switch.
I think Belly Darm would be more of a threat at that point though.
Well, yeah, you can bring the Zen mode set maybe.
Yeah.
Definitely more possible.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, and then also, like this team is kind of flying weak. Like a strong Brave Bird or like a strong Hurricaner is gonna be like Zapdos kind of runs this team.
Zapdos loses to Steelix though. I think Steelix covers the flying. I think Raptor's the bigger problem.
Raptor is a big problem, yeah.
I think Raptor's bigger problem than. Not even really. Steelix, it just depends. Steelix is gonna get worn down quick if there's a strong flying.
Yeah, I think the main problem is that, to be fair, like Steelix is going to be worn down a lot, and even if Steelix is your main switch into those mons or Slowbro, those can easily get U-turned on, and then they bring out a fighting type.
Yeah.
And then it's going to get into like this repetitive motion.
Yeah. I do like this team. That is like the only. I think we're picking the flying weakness.
Yeah.
But like just to point out at something.
Just to point out one weakness or one of the weaknesses.
Is there removal on this team? What is there? Torn.
Like legit, I think it's Torn. Removal is another big aspect that needs to get taken care of.
Oh yeah, there is no removal. It's just Torn.
Yeah.
This team gets spike stacked.
Yeah, I
because
do.
there's not much that appreciates a spike going down.
Yeah,
No.
I mean, if you wanted to trade out Chansey, it's not gonna help you with your fighting weakness at all. But it is like rocks. It is removal. Like there is Empoleon still on the board. Even though it would be double water, you still have Chomp, and then you have Vegavolt and Raichu and Steelix that are decent for electric types.
Yeah.
So you could do Empoleon there. That would give you a lot of what you need. Klefki is still on the board at tier 3 as well. That could give you a little bit of what you need. So there's a couple mons on the board that you can look into and see.
Yeah. I think this team's solid. Just maybe grab another removal option. And
Yeah,
I'm a Chansey hater, so get rid of that thing.
Yeah, I think removal is the biggest thing. Maybe change Chansey for a removal mon, and so you could have some solid removal. Because like
So
I was
Torn-
saying earlier, spike stacks do bother this team a lot,
And
especially
you
if
don't
have
want
Bo.
Torn to be your only. You want Torn to be able to just be offensive some games instead of having
Yeah.
to be defensive to cover.
Especially if Steelix is one of your only flying switch-ins or your main flying switch-in, you definitely don't want spikes up on the board.
Yeah.
Blastoise and Tentacruel are still on the board.
Those could be nice.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Oh.
That'd be nice as
Well.
options.
We don't have Film as our rating source, so we can move on. We'll miss you, Film.
all right, R.I.P. Phil.
We'll move on to Lockhart, Shirikai, the GOATS team.
Bro, what the hell? Man, this thing's kind of.
So, Mega Scizor, Hydreigon, Prim, instantly off the bat. Super good.
That's probably the best Fairy Dragon Steel Core you can probably get. Like it's not obviously the best one you could get, but like it's awesome for this team.
Solid. Yeah.
It's awesome. Probably the best one that we've seen so far, easily.
Yeah.
Oh, easily.
There's also a Mew I just spotted. I also got
Yeah.
Mew.
And he's got a Raikou.
Um,
Not many people like Raikou, but there's a Raikou there.
Right. Yeah. Rocket could work.
I like Raikou to kill bulky waters. It is nice for that. To
I think
open up
the thing-
Scizor.
I think the thing with this team, it's not a bad thing about this team, but it definitely is like a predictability thing. Is that you can predict like 7 of his 11 mons that are gonna come to the game.
Do you even really need Megaton on this team?
No, Magneton's useless, I think. I think it's just...
I think you
Yeah, like
change it.
you're never bringing Wigglytuff, Sneasel, or Magneton to a game.
Sneasel
even-
maybe?
Or even
No,
or maybe
Sneasel's
not
not.
even maybe not even for Izzion. Like
Virizion I could see, because you might need a fighting type in a game.
Yeah.
And it's a grass type. Virizion, I say, is bringable, but I think Wigglytuff, Sneasel, Magneton all probably should change. Wigglytuff especially. That mon is horrid. That thing is like... You're trying to lose if you're bringing Wigglytuff.
I think removal on this team is good. Pivoting on this team is amazing. Offensive firepower is really good. I mean the walls are there. I like this team a lot, dude. This is probably my favorite team so far.
Yeah, I think if you just fix the low tiers, super nice. I also like Talonflame on a Mega Scizor team.
I love it.
Mega Scizor gets burnt so often, you just take
I
the
love
main
it.
one that's gonna burn it off the board.
I fucking love it. I love it. That's my main way to beat Scizors is hey, just drop Talonflame. To beat any sort of fighting type. That's not Conkeldurr. Just
Yeah.
bring Talonflame.
You
And
just
the
don't.
Moltres is on the other league.
Oh yeah, he's chilling.
Don't get me wrong. I think every Scizor that I've encountered in my draft fleas and I had Talonflame, I think I've burnt
You're a talented bastard.
every single one. Every single
Oh,
one.
wait, never mind. He plays the Moltres in the cross game.
He almost dodged it. He almost dodged it.
I think for me personally, I think the thing that I'm most excited about to see what wait, hold on, my fault. I clicked out of the team. to see what Siri does is to see what they do with Mew. I think Mew can be so like versatile on this sort of team.
I will say, I was talking
so I'm
to
really excited
Film,
about it.
who was talking to him about his team, and Film said, "Oh, get some more hazards so Mew doesn't have to do the hazard game." And he said, "Oh, I was drafting Mew for hazards." So,
Because he does have Donphan, but Donphan will be tough. But that's it.
yeah, his rocket, yeah, change. I know he's here now, and he just said he was dazing confused when picking low tiers.
Hey, replace Magneton with a rocker or a spiker. You are straight, my boy.
I also don't think you
You
need
are
Sneasel or Wigglytuff. I think just
Yeah.
swap all three for some hazard
Yeah,
games, so Mew can come offensive more.
Low key, just draft hazard control. Like
His
and you will
removal's
be-
fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine. I think removal is good. I think you just need hazards.
Maybe just you
And-
could keep Sneasel if you want. Just swap Wigglytuff and Magneton for maybe a rocker each.
Let me look at this.
Maybe get like a
like low key, like Palisand would be dope. Palisand could be an option. Gives you a ghost type.
I like Crustle.
Crustle could be interesting. Gives you a Shell Smasher. Garbodor would give you spikes and T-spikes. Caparaja, Colossal. And if you want to go the faster route, you could always do a Cellgore with spikes and T-spikes.
Slugger could be cool. Because Spikes
Yeah,
would
I
be
think-
nice for Scizor. Scizor likes a
then,
spiker.
In tier 4, there's Rodriguez.
Rodriguez could be cool.
There's Pillow
that's-
Swine. You could keep an ice type.
Yeah.
He said his friend wanted him
there's
to
good
draft
options.
Triple Axel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good draft, Triple X.
I'm telling you, homie, you're gonna miss one of those at least this season.
Hey, don't put that bad juju on that man.
No, I'm just warning him. I gotta keep him prepared. 'Cause
Hey,
I really like this team though. I think you fixed.
I think
I mean, he's not gonna bring. Even if he doesn't change his low tiers, he's not bringing them.
I think it's the best thing that we've seen so far. Do something cool with Mew, please.
Yeah, just bring DD or something. Don't be Cosmic Power. Don't be Cosmic Power and be boring.
But yeah, if you change the low tiers, bro, you're straight.
Yeah. Mew's gonna go crazy. Calling it now.
Best team that we've seen so far. So good job.
Confinity
Very
said
good.
wide lens every week on Sneasel. That's the homie maneuver.
Nah, bro, you just say fuck it and just
And then miss.
Yeah. Hey, that's what you do whenever you run the move. I mean, even if you hit the move, you might only hit one time.
That's fair.
Yeah. So it's like,
Alright.
I really like your team.
Good work, my
Actually,
boy.
crying we're on your team now,
Oh, perfect timing.
and I see a Wormadam.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, I remember this during the draft.
I see a
We got
Wormadam.
Rocket's Revenge and Confinity's team. I remember during the draft he said, I don't know what to take, I'm going to sleep, someone pick me Wormadam. And that's how we got Wormadam.
Oh, lovely. Shout out to Wormadam being like a secondary steal. I love it.
Yeah, Wormadam's going crazy. Who needs Scizor when you got Wormadam?
Bro, I'm telling you.
I do like Mega Dancy Latios straight off the bat on this team. Super cool core. Even
Oh, this team is bulky as shit. Oh my lord. DOD, Umbreon, Suicune, and Lax with Weezing.
T spikes on this team would be hella nice.
I think does DOD get T spikes? I thought it did.
get spikes. I don't
Weezing
think
does
T
get-
Spike.
Does Weezing get it or no?
Weezing does get T spikes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Weezing does get T spikes. Yeah, bro. This team is bulky as hell.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a hard team to break because it
I mean,
covers for
personally-
the bulky pivots well.
I think personally for me, I would have liked another physical attacker on this team.
Yeah,
Like
the
Mega
physical
DNC obviously can be
offense-
physical, but
Yeah.
like you want to run like the only physical move you're really running on DNC is Diamond Storm and
You can run play rough.
Yeah, you can run. You can run.
You can run physical with play rough. It's not the end. It's not the worst thing. But I do agree. It would like another physical mon because Cobalion doesn't count.
I do agree, TRT. I think this team would love Conk. Cause you can run Trick Room with DOD. I think that would be nasty. Or Melmetal.
Just some crazy physical offense would be
Would just be
amazing.
nuts.
Just flip. I think Conk is probably easier to fit on this team. I think probably that and swap Cobalion or something.
Yeah.
Or get Cobalion, turn it into an actual steal.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really a lot of steals on the board though. That's the only thing that sucks.
Is it Melmetal?
Um,
I mean, you could technically go Melmetal, but then you'd have to switch a lot around.
Melmetal's off the board.
Oh, is it off the board?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, Melmetal's gone. The highest tier steel type that's still on the board is Jirachi. Ooh, Kartana. Kartana's still on the board.
Ooh, Cart would be super cool.
Car would be kind of fire on this team. Car would be kind of fire.
I just realized I have 20. Oh, you do have 20 points extra.
Yeah.
Hey,
You could upgrade Rabombi or turn Rabombi into Could you turn Rabombi into a tier 1 and make it like a tier
no,
5?
you can turn Rabambi. You could turn Rabambi into a
Turn into a tier
You could
2,
turn to a tier 2, yeah, and you could pick up Conk at that point.
and then you turn Cobalion into a different steel.
Only issue is that Rabambi's his fastest mon right now, so he would probably want to figure out speed tiers.
Yeah, the speed would be a bit of an issue. Could
Yeah.
go Cabal to Conk. Yeah, then remove Rabombi into the tier sleeve. Oh yeah, you could do that.
Oh, true.
I actually
That
kind of
might
like
be-
that. You
That
need
might be a wave.
You'd need a different steal. You'd need to grab a steal somewhere. At that point,
Steel's kind of rough to find right now. Like there is steel types, but they're mostly in tier 3.
Yeah.
The decent ones, at least.
well, you can
Would be
maybe
in tier
take
3.
Lax
Maybe-
and then change
Or
that.
maybe do Suicune.
he
Maybe
said,
take
"Bro,
Suicune out.
Wormadam."
Bro, maybe I was gonna say like Klefki is nice here. I would also say like Empoleon would be decent here too.
Potentially, but he's got Wormadam. He's fine.
That's true. Yeah.
You're saying Wormadam isn't decent?
He is spitting. Wormadam is the GOAT. Film's not here to support it, but I'll support it in Film's behalf. Because I know
Hey,
that's what he
hey.
wanted.
Hey, the Wormadam. What they got? Wormadam. There's Bug Steel, Bug Grass, and there's one more.
Bug ground.
Bug Ground.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
it.
it
Yeah,
is.
ground, yeah.
Oh, also, I just realized there's no ground type on this team. Somebody's gonna volt switch.
There's
you to
Wormadam.
Element.
There's Wormadam. Wormadam feels every role, Primal. He's chilling.
Oh my god, bro! this
It's
is
the steel.
crazy.
It's the ground. It's every role. He's chilling.
I just hit my hat on my keyboard and just typed VG in the corner of this team page. But yeah, I mean,
Now get an actual ground type, please.
yeah, please, for the love of God, you can.
You can do the
I would-
Wormadam meme with the steel typing. Please get an actual ground.
No lie, drop Cobalion and Suicune. Upgrade, put Rabami in that tier 3, add Conk on your team, and then try to do something to get you a tier 4 ground. I think you're fine. Or a tier 2 ground. Like there's Nidoqueen that's still on the board. And Nidoqueen actually looks pretty well on this team. Like it fits decently well.
Yeah, it gives you another rocker. What is his rocks? Right now it's Deoxys Defense, Cobalion, Mega DNC.
Yeah, I think actually Nidoqueen on this team fits really, really well.
Like, what's his removal? Latios. Weezing doesn't get it.
Yeah, it's just Latios and Rabambi.
Wait.
So maybe low key getting.
Oh
help
yeah,
on your team
Wormadam
is
has
really,
rocks
really-
too. I forgot the GOAT.
Oh my god, this thing does everything.
I see why film loves it. It's goated.
Bro. Legit, I think Loki switch out Suicune for Empoleon. I think that solves a decent amount of a decent amount of stuff. Or even Klefki. I think Klefki does really well on this team too. It's not. I don't think your skill needs to be as bulky with DoD and Umbreon both there. So I think actually Klefki on this team could be really well. T-Wave Spam is nice for DNC and Latios both. So yeah, actually Loki, I like Klefki here a lot.
Yeah. If you can fit a Klefki, it would fit. Klefki and Conk, I think would be great. And
Screens with this team too is nasty.
And then you just bring Wormadam ground and you're chilling.
Bro, you bring Quiver Dance, Wormadam, it's a wrap.
Bro, Wormadam's gonna go to this season. I could just tell. This man's committed to the cause, and I respect it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm legit gonna look at Wormadam's boot pool right now. I'm not gonna tell anybody though, just because I want it to be a surprise for everybody. if he does bring Wormadam.
No, it's coming. The amount he's hyping it up.
This bitch gets anticipation. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's gotta know if the.
Holy crap! I did not know it got that. Yo, this is actually kind of. What the fuck?
Wormadam is basically Mega Scissor. TRT, no.
Bro, real talk. Let's talk about it, bro.
Yeah, bro, don't say if he does. He's bringing it every game. You can tell.
Whoa.
This man's committed.
Committed to the bit.
Let me see. Do you get... Really? Okay. Yo, low-key, this thing move pool is better than what I thought. It's better than what I thought.
Alright, we need to calm down a little bit, bro.
No, it's better than what I thought, honestly. It's better than what I thought. I'm not saying that it's going to go crazy, but I'm saying it's better than what I thought.
Alright. I rate this... I think we can move on. I rate this team 10 out of 10 Wormadam sweeps.
100%.
9
Ghost.
weeks out of 10.
I'm about to say, there's not even 10 opponents on the board, but you'll just sweep yourself in a week.
No, he'll sweep his playoff opponent. Easy.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Alright, we're on to our next team.
Columbus Combustion.
I will not raise my volume.
Yeah, you tell him. I'll turn him up on my end.
This team is just hella weird.
I like Volcarona Lando T.
This
I like
guy
that a lot.
is a VGC player. He came from VGC, and I can tell.
Yeah, I can see that to the fullest extent. Now that you say it, yeah, this man got Togekiss and Lando T.
And he's got
Yeah.
Volcarona, which is the
Alecki.
Rage Powder user.
And he's got
Alecki.
Moltres Galar.
No, he just drafted a VGC team.
Yeah.
No, he did. I'm
With
realizing.
Vanguard.
He actually just drafted VGC. I'm realizing this now. And Ditto gets used in it too.
In this league.
Yeah.
Watch them win. Real shot.
I mean, you know me. I love seeing 4 flying types on a team.
Yeah.
At least one of them
what?
is a Lando.
Shout out to your only Steel P and Berserker.
Oh wait, shit! Fix that.
Yeah.
Get the Articuno out of here. Put some whack steel type there.
Pick up like a Copperage or something.
They're gonna have a hell of a time against Kieran.
Oh yeah, Kirim comes in. It claims 7.
Besides Volk, that's about it. Really.
No, Kirim claims 7. It also doesn't have a grounded poison tier to you, alright?
Actually, no lie, Kirim does claim like 7 or 8.
It does need a grounded poison because a T-Spike. Not half the team's off the ground. It's fine. Everything's off the ground. He doesn't care about a T-Spike. Nah, Chrissy's right. Berserker. Oh.
Run through his team. His only switch would be Hitmonchan. Bo, you back, bro?
Someone moved me into jail. Who was it so I can kick him from the server?
It wasn't me.
Someone moved you into jail?
Yeah,
Zero.
hold on.
I think you did that yourself.
That's crazy. Me personally, Bubba, I wouldn't take that level of disrespect. That's just me, though.
I can't pull up the audit log because streamer mode's on. You're lucky, whoever it was. All right, I'm
Was
back.
Was it film?
I don't know. I can't see the audit log because I'm in streamer mode.
Let me take a peek.
Who am I clowning on? Audit log. Oh, it was Grub.
It was Grum. Hey,
Why am
Grum.
I not surprised? You know, I like Grum, so he can live.
That's crazy.
Grump is causing mayhem.
No, but I was saying though, the only way this team actually beats Kiram is like max special defense AV Hitmonchan, or just transforming into it with Ditto. That's legit the only way they beat it.
Yeah. That's not good.
The setup options on this team are crazy though. Like DD,
Oh, yeah.
like Superior with Leaf Storm, DD Megara, Quiver Dance Volk. Like,
Dual Dance Moltres.
yeah, I think the offensive core is bananas. I think just switch out like a couple of mons, like Articuno Galar.
Yeah. You don't need that.
I think you need a better steal.
I think Articuno, Galar, and like Berserker probably gotta go, and maybe even Aleki.
I like. This team also doesn't have a dragon. Like, dragons aren't necessary, but they're always nice to have.
Yeah, I mean, there probably wasn't a good enough one on the board for him to want.
No.
Not the end of the world not having a dragon.
It isn't.
Yeah.
It
Just
isn't.
was
I think actually Loki on this team, I really would like Dragalge here. It's a grounded poison, and it also is another special attacker with just immediate thing. It also has like the flip turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dragalge actually would be nice. Yeah, swap that Articuno for a Dragalge. Much better. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
You did beat me. You did.
Yeah,
beat
about
me.
to say, why'd you copy Chrissy's answer, Primal?
I was about to say I was just looking through the tier list. I wasn't even looking at the chat, so I apologize.
Crazy.
But good thinking.
It gets T spikes. Does it get T spikes?
It does get T spikes.
I think
that'll help.
you throw a T spike up against some teams, clicks any move, and this team goes crazy.
I think it's a really good assault Vesmon too on this team too.
Yeah.
It probably gives them a way to maybe trade for Kiram.
Also, is Landers the only rocker?
Yeah.
That's not good.
Unless Berserker has rocks, but that don't count.
No.
That would need to change.
Yeah.
So again, like there's an abundance of ground types in tier 4 that nobody's picked up.
So
like, that's always an option.
The rock resist right now is non-existent as well. DRT just pointed out.
Yeah, and a ground type would help with another ground type would help with that. I think.
Yeah.
I think Palossand would be really really great here.
I think Palossand could help a lot.
I think Palossand helps out a lot. It gives you a fighting immunity. It gives you rocks. It gives you a rock. It gives you a rocker. It gives you a rock resist.
Mm-hmm.
Low key. If you trade Articuno Galar for Palossand, and you trade Aleki for like a Jolteon or something.
No, change Aleki to a steel type.
Oh no, yeah, steel type.
Yeah,
it's gotta be. You gotta get Kaparaja. That also helps. Gives you another rock resist.
Yo, you want to be pure flying spam? Change Aleki to a steel type. Change Berserker to Rotom Fan.
No, he doesn't.
Pure flying.
He doesn't need another Mon weak to ice.
It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter. Because then he has literally nothing he can bring that doesn't die to ice move. On the high
I know I'm messing. But you could always do Lantern or Evire in tier 5.
Lantern would be really nice.
Lantern or Evire in tier 5 are always options that you could do on a serious note.
Mm-hmm. Regular DNT has another shout TRT.
Yeah, DNT would be nice too.
It's not
really
a bad
nice.
Mon.
No.
It helps. Yeah. Phil, now that you're back, what do we rate this team?
Did you win, by the way?
Amazing.
Don't tell me you lost. You sound depressed.
I do sound depressed because I lost due to two 50-50 rolls, but it's okay.
Pain.
I'm sorry.
Wait 1 second.
You want to just rate this pain?
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's gonna be a
No,
painful
wait.
game
I got it
against
for
Karen.
you, Phil. I got you, Phil. 8 out of 10 Mons that die to Kiram a rock move.
Come on.
And we'll move on to the Scottish Swine-Ups.
Let's go.
Oh my god, he has a Mega Sceptile.
Oh my god, it's ghost spam. Wait.
Wait, hold on a second, bro. Hey, Bubba, this man got Sceptile Spectre.
It's the homie team.
Hey, we are up there, bro. It's time.
Yeah, but I'm not a fan. This is ghost spam without
Oh,
a fighting
because
type to break normals.
Yep.
There's
I was confused.
I'm trying to think of how we fixed this, because there's a lot of issues I'm spotting. There's a Spectre, but nothing opens up for said Spectre.
Yeah, he's like a very Snorlax. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro, is there no fighting type on this team?
no.
No.
Please pick up a fighting type.
I think
Bro.
Spectre gotta go. I'm gonna be honest.
That is not a team that supports Spectria at all.
For a Spectre team, you definitely need a strong fighting type.
Yeah.
And
I think
you need a Mon. You just need a strong fighting and a strong fairy. I don't see either on this team.
Yeah, Grimmsnarl's the fairy.
No disrespect to Grimmsnarl, but like being disrespectful to Grimmsnarl.
Yeah, no. It is not.
Also, Amoonguss and Nihilego, I feel like they're both doing the same. You don't need both.
One's gotta go.
I think if you wanted a defensive grass, I think there's.
I mean,
better
you already
ones out
have.
there.
Yeah.
Diggersby and Reuniclus.
Alright, TOT. We ain't making this a U team.
I mean, I like the Reuniclus, but
I think a Clef on this team instead of Spectre would be super nice. Because that is available. It's actually a fairy.
You want to know what would be nasty on this team? Tarak.
Is Tarak available?
Tarak is available.
that would be nasty.
Tarak
Yeah.
would be nasty, or Shifu Rapid would be nasty. Just
Oh,
the high tier fighting type on this team is just absolutely disgusting.
Then do you replace AG to make Spectre work?
Ooh, that would be a really good question. But at
Because then
that
you
point,
don't have a steal.
for me
Yeah.
personally, I think the steel typing is more valuable than the
Yeah.
ghost spam. So I would say keep AG and then just work around with trying to replace Spectre with something. So at that point, you would need speed.
Yeah, your
Um,
yours get kind of iffy. Well, they're kind of iffy-ish.
Right now
already.
they're iffy because it goes
You're not the
130
Like-
to 103.
best.
Like you could Jolteon's available in tier 4, so you can pick up Jolteon, maybe drop Electros for.
I don't think he needs a high tier. I think he needs to pick something like 120-ish. I think he doesn't want to connect
so like a Zam or something.
something like that. I think he needs something a little bit lower. I don't think you try and connect the Mega Sceptile with the board is
Like a 130.
yeah.
So like at that point, like you're talking about like Zam. You're
Yeah,
talking
things in,
about
like- I think you need like a 110. I think a 110, and you just kind of let Sceptile just sit up there at the top, just free.
Yeah.
Because if people are gonna prep for Sceptile, they're gonna go all the way or
They
they're
have to,
not.
yeah.
They're either gonna go all the way or they're not.
Well, they're not.
So, okay, just right. This team does need a physical breaker.
honestly, bro, low key. I would really like Swallow, dude.
No, they need a fighting type.
That's fine. They can switch out Spectre for a fighting type. You can
No,
still get
if they
Swallow.
want to keep Spectre, they need a fighting type.
Oh, if you want to keep Spectre, yeah, you need a fighting type. Man.
I don't
Yeah,
think
There's
this
no
team
way.
is.
There's no way around it. You need a fighting type and a fairy type to be decent with Spectre, in my opinion.
I think you just toss the Spectre.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, click Relic Song and then you got a
Fighting
fighting type.
No.
Come here, come here.
Baba, did you
We're
draft
gonna
Meloetta
eradicate you from the server. Just to
Yeah.
let you know.
Baba,
Mhm.
did you draft Meloetta yet?
I have.
Primal, did you?
I've used it. I used it one time, yeah, early in my
Okay,
career.
so we can tell Meloetta is not a fighting type.
It's not, Mudgy. I apologize. Like, it's not. It's not.
I think you toss
Please.
Spectre for Tarak, and I'm liking this team a lot more.
Tarak looks absolutely disgusting on this team.
And
It
then you
really,
toss
really
like
does.
Amoonguss for something.
And I think it also works out beautifully because Mega Sceptile and Tarak both break for each other. In a sense, like Sceptile helps with the ground types that might stop Sceptile, and Terrakion breaks the steel types that Sceptile might be stopped by. So it helps break with that, but then I also like Milotic on this team a lot. Milotic can help you out a whole bunch here.
My luck is super solid.
You definitely need a fighting type of some sort. Tarak is always on the board.
But they don't have much removal. Only Gligar.
I think at that point you just switch out Neolego for a removal mon.
Does that exist in tier 2?
I mean, either that or you do
dropping-
Amoonguss. You do either that or Amoonguss.
Amoonguss got to go either way, I think.
If you keep Neolego, I think you're looking at tier 3 at that point for removal. And I mean, there are choices like there's Blastoise, but that's like, oh my god, I just went to the bottom of the page.
Yeah,
it's not really much.
Yeah, removal's kind of. You can maybe go on Polion. Polion fills a lot of roles.
Yeah, you'll be overlapping typings, but I think it serves a different function.
Donphan is not available, Dell. As much as I would like to see a Donphan here.
Let me see.
I mean,
Maybe if you change out Grimmsnarl, or honestly, if you change out Neolego, like you could possibly do Mandibuzz. Like you change out Neolego, you could possibly do Mandibuzz there. That would give you removal.
Yeah, I guess that's an option. You'd have to toss Grimmsnarl.
And it would also take one of Aegislash's biggest problem.
No, I think you
even
keep the.
even though nobody dropped.
I think you swap the Spectre, girl. Maybe.
I think you get Spectre for Tarak. I think that's probably the best way to go about it.
As cool as Spectre is, I don't think this team supports it well enough to try and throw it into walls.
If you're gonna switch out the Amoonguss, wait, hold on a second. If you want to switch out the Amoonguss already, could you go Lucario?
That's also another option if you wanted to go a different route entirely. At that point, maybe you could go Clef and change.
That's what I'm thinking.
Grimmsnarl or
Maybe
something.
you maybe go defensive mon at that point for higher tier, and you would still get a really good fighting type in tier 3.
Yeah. Oh, I'm dying. Sorry.
Yeah, I hear that. You're okay.
Yeah, KJ.
Okay.
Clef is available.
Clef is available.
I'm now realizing that with Lucario available in tier 3, I think you toss Grimmsnarl for Lucario,
You pick up
Spectre for
Clef.
Clef, and then maybe get.
And then at that point, I think you just work on removal.
Then you just
at that
change
point.
Amoonguss to removal, and I think it's playable for a season.
Like you change. That would give him triple steal. I will say
A dark type is nice TRT, but I think having a Clef makes
If
this
you wanted
team
to-
way better.
If you want to go the Magic Bounce route, you can always go Espeon in tier 4, or Zatu in tier 5.
Is there another good dark type in tier 3 to toss Amoonguss for?
Muckalola's there.
You could grab a Muckalola. It's not the worst.
That's really it. All I'm seeing though right now. Crawdon's there.
I think you need a dark type that takes hits.
Yeah, then the only one that's there is Muckalola. TRT. I don't care if Digger speed is good here. Stop it.
Toxic.
I don't care. I'll be toxic. Stop it. Get some help. But no, I think you definitely do have options. I think it's just a matter of what play style you want to run.
Yeah,
Like,
there's definitely a
there's
lot of
definitely
options.
There's definitely a lot of options here.
I'm looking at this team and I'm seeing 5 transactions.
I am as well. I think both options that we proposed are decent options though. Like even as like a fighting type, you can even go Zapdos G if you really want to feel kind of different. Like you could always go Zapdos G.
Heracross is gone TRT. That's why we suggested Lucario.
If Heracross was available, I would have picked it up in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I just said this is a perfect team for it.
100%. Or I don't know if you want to go into the trade DMs. I forget who has.
No, I remember the team. The team that had Heracross needed it. They ain't swapping it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we move on. I think this is a 7 Mons that need swapped out of 10.
One too many ghost types out of 2.
I do like the concept of the team though.
No, it is good. I think it just needs polished.
As long as it gets some polishing, get a fighting type, please, for the love of God. Lucario, Terrakion, any one of those mons. You can even dip into tier 4 a bit if you would like, but just get a fighting type.
Okay, I think it has potential. You're gonna do fine. I believe in you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And we're on to Eskimo's team.
So, oh my God.
The Tesla Torteras, and it's every Eskimo team ever. It's fat as hell for no reason.
Lefty 2.0.
Nah, all right. So like, I'll go with this. It's not as fat as other Eskimo teams in the past. This is a way more offensive Eskimo team than.
Well, it's just fat breakers this time.
Yeah.
This time it's not just everything is super passive. This time it's everything is slow but hits hard.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it.
I can say this right now. Mamoswine on this team is going to go absolutely nuts.
Mamo has to go nuts.
Mamo has to go nuts on this team. Mamo has to be your kill leader. Because the only way you're gonna be able to have Megazam and Melmetal kind of like thrive is if Mamo breaks a lot of those other teams. I think Arcanine too is gonna be a really big factor here, because like those steals that are kind of tough to deal with, the Celesteals of the world, the Corviknights of the world, the Skarmories. Like Arcanine's gonna have to be one of those mons that can help you out there a lot.
Yeah, I mean Pex Tangrowth is always a solid pairing defensively. I like Melmetal. Melmetal's gonna just hit shit and cause problems.
I love Noivern on this team. Noivern on this team. But that being your only defog option,
he's got that and Sandslash spin.
That's why I told them to get Sandslash, because the hazards on this team were really bad, because you had Mamo as your only rocker.
Yeah, you have Mamo as your only rocker. Like you're getting a lot of your
spike stuff.
Yeah, you're at that point you're saying that you're getting a lot of your stuff from pivoting, but then at that point you really don't have a lot of pivots either. You had Noivern with U-turn, Ambipom with U-turn, Galvantula with Volt Switch. It's a good bit, but it's not really...
teleport.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was mainly talking about like momentum that like hits the other opponent though. Like since he doesn't have any hazards like that.
Yeah, he doesn't get chip easily.
He doesn't get chip, yeah.
I mean, like Melmetal comes in though and forces damage on something most of the time, which is positive.
I could just see like the team already functioning like what every Eskimo team does. Wears down the team with the defensive core, and then let the sweeper go ahead and just sweep the team.
I mean, the sweeper on this team is the Megazam. It has to go well.
Yeah. I think Mamo has to go crazy here though. I think Mamo absolutely has to go crazy.
I don't like the Megazam that much as the main sweeper, because he doesn't actually get through what Megazam wants dead. Megazam wants like the dark types dead, so it can just click Psychic. And it does like what TRT just said. I don't like the lack of fighting. It needs a fighting type. It doesn't get through dark types.
What's with y'all people not drafting fighting types, bro? What's going on? They have amazing fighting types on the board, y'all. amazing fighting types on the board.
There's also no dark type here, so this team gets beat by a Cosmic Power Sweeper.
Mew.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Mew.
Siri, if you're still here, take note. This is the week I'll support the Cosmic Power Mew.
Yeah, legit. I think one mod that helps this team out a lot. It's bulky as hell. It'll make your team bulky as hell. But I mean, it gives you another removal option. I think Mana Buzz helps you a decent amount there for not wanting to get swept by Cosmic Power. Gives you a defogger and gives you a pivoter. And also, please, for the love of God, draft Lucario or a fighting type.
Oh yeah,
Simeon's on the board. Pangoro's on the board.
wait, this is the Swoobat week. It's time.
That is the Swoobat week. That is the Swoobat.
Yeah.
Whoever had the Swoobat, if you're still here, beat this team with Swoobat, please.
For the love of God, bro.
That'd be so funny.
Holy.
As much as I like Eskimo, I want to see a Swoobat go crazy.
Yeah.
I do think you grab Lucario instead of maybe. Oh, what do you drop though?
I think personally, that I feel like that's kind of tough.
Because this team
Low-key-
needs. There's no roll compression. Everything's a
Nope.
singular roll.
Hey, no lie. I feel like the Ambipom's got to go.
You can't afford Lucario still though.
I don't think you go Lucario. I think with this team you could either go like a Pangoro or a Passimian.
Fangirl could be. Well, yeah.
Pangoro could be decent here.
Simeon will. Well, I guess it kind of.
I mean,
It's 80,
his,
isn't it?
I feel like
80
his breakers are so slow already. If he doesn't get a breaker with any speed above 80, he's in a pickle.
I mean, at that point though, like I would much rather him like change the route and like switch out Mega Zam, pick up like a low key. That might be an option. Like drop Mega Zam and pick up either like Mega Hera or something along those lines, or Mega B, and just roll from there. You get 40 extra points. At that point, you can mess around. Like Mega B Melmetal, I've seen that used before, is decent. So you could pick up Mega B, and drop Zam. That'll give you 40 extra points. You could change Ambipom into Lucario. Yeah, I think at that point that would help y'all. That would improve the team a little bit.
That's by the way, I think we gotta do the next draft stream tomorrow. We're already behind. This took too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just do one a day. Anyway,
Yeah.
we'll continue on. Because we're already past 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 hours.
Yeah, we've been over. We're 2 hours. We're over 2 hours.
Yeah,
So I think we could just do one a day. Not to be
Yeah.
quicker, but we've cooked too many teams too much for this to be quick.
We apologize, but we're still going through it.
Well, at least we're getting good at talking about it, at least, rather than just
Yeah.
like going through them fast.
Yeah. I
You're
mean,
gonna post this video after, right, Bubba?
Yeah, we're gonna post that after.
Yeah, so they can just skip to their team, so
Yeah.
they don't have to watch the whole thing, kind of thing.
Let me skip around. I do think maybe you get like a. I think the way you could potentially fit Lucario and keep the majority of the team, you toss Galvantula, I mean, and you then get a tier 4 electric instead of Ambipom, and you put Lucario there, maybe. That's the only way I see fitting it.
What, like Jolteon?
Yeah, you get like Jolteon maybe.
I thought Gal was tier 3.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. You make a tier 4 electric and put Gal and Lucario in the Galv slot. As much as I do kind of like Galv here. But you just need some fighting. Maybe what Primal said, go the Mega Hera route, but that makes your team so much slower, and there's no top speed to prep for at that point.
Or
Realistically.
you could kind of just play around with your free slots and maybe try to pick up Tarak, but that would be the
I don't
only way
think-
I could see.
Then he's got to toss like Mamo.
Or Zapdos G. Like, yeah, you would have to probably drop one of your higher tiers. So Lucario probably would be your best option, or go a tier 4 fighting. I think that's probably your best options.
Yeah, you just need some fighting, and all the ones that are fittable is slow.
Yeah.
Like the
KJ, I
fastest
don't think
fighting-
anyone did in this division.
Like the fastest fighting in tier 4 is probably like a Toxicroak or a Hitmonlee. I think it's the fastest fight types you're gonna get in tier 4. And I mean in tier 3, the fastest one you're gonna get is Lucario
Yeah.
at 90.
Yeah,
Yep.
this could use a Passimian as well, like KJ said.
Yeah.
Like a Passimian.
Maybe
or...
toss just Ambi for Passimian. Oh no, that's double base 80 though. He's already struggling with his speed tiers overlapping.
Yeah, I feel like if he gets Passimian, it's gonna be forced into Scarf a lot.
That's why I say Pangoro might be a little bit better. Like even though it is slower, it still gives you a little bit what you need. A dark type, a fighting type. It gives you pivoting still with parting shot. It's still a strong it's still a strong physical attacker. Even though the only thing is slower. But I mean at that point you're kind of I don't know, I feel like you're kind of picking at hairs because there's not really much to pick from. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I think Pangoro is probably the best fit in my mind. Like you could also do Primate too, but Primate's just
No,
not hitting
Primate
like that.
Primate stinks.
Primate ain't hitting like that.
No,
Primate
Primate
hitting like
stinks.
Primate ain't hitting like that. Like it's not hitting like a Pangoro or Passimian.
No.
It's
No.
not.
Primate's horrible. I used it last season though, so granted I didn't have the elemental punches, but I still hate it.
Low key, not gonna lie, I used Primate for low tier and it still wasn't as good.
Okay, yeah. We'll call this. I think we'll call it on this team, but what's it called? We'll say this is a 8 out of 10 mons need to be faster.
Yes.
There we go. I like that.
That sounds like a wave.
Five types missing out of 10.
Five times missing out of 10. That's another good one. And we'll go on to the final one. Oh, Christy's here.
All right, Christy, what you been waiting for, Dick?
Christy.
Alright, it's horrible. Sorry, I'm kidding.
Christy, this shit's ass, my boy.
Alright.
So toxic.
Why you got a Roselia and a Serena?
Yeah, why do you have a
First of
Mega
all, What do
Gallade?
you mean?
Yeah, why you got a Mega Gallade? Come on now. Okay, alright, on to the serious review. Mega Gallade is
Hey.
cracked.
Hey,
So,
I'm not gonna lie, bro. No gay shit. This shit kind of sexy. I ain't gonna lie. This shit kind of sexy, bro. Mega Gallade with Thundy T and Azumarill, that shit kind of hard.
and the
That
Cinderace.
shit kind of hard. And the Cinderace too.
Yeah.
That shit kind of hard.
I really
That
like
shit
how you
kinda
use your
hard.
points. I think you actually got good use out of it while taking a high tier.
I think
Mega.
out of just like the draft in general, I think he got the best value out of all of his picks.
I love Crobat. Crobat's so good with Mega
Yeah.
Gallade.
I like Crobat Miltank pairing. I like that a lot. They cover each other so well. You have Crook as a Scarfer, which is nice with Thundy T and Cinderace, both can be used as Scarfers too. You can also do some court chain shenanigans, and we also got to talk about tier 4 Clawitz or tier 5 Clawitz are on this team. It's going to be a menace.
I'm not sure it comes very often. I'm gonna be honest.
It might not.
I
It
think
might not.
I think
but
he
it-
needs so many more
tier
mons
four.
over it.
It is always the thing is okay. Azumarill is such a big like water physical heavy hitter, and Clords are so hard hitting special offensive. It's so hard for opposing teams to actually build for both of them.
Agreed. Yeah, they are both nice to have, but I don't know how many times it actually comes unless the team loses to a special water type. But it forces prep, I do agree. I don't think there's a single mon on this team that you look at and you go, I don't have to think about that ever.
Like even Roselia, like you still have to think about Roselia some weeks, depending on your team build.
Yeah, depends
Like,
how
you still have to worry about Roselia.
what your team comp is, but it at least forces some thought. It's got solid rocks. It's got Miltank, Crook.
Yeah, Miltank, Crook,
You got Spikes with Roselia.
and you get T spikes as well.
Spikes.
You get good
It's-
pivoting. You have good Scarfers.
Mhm. Yeah, Crook can come Scarf so often. Thundy could be a Scarfer.
I think Mega Galate and Azumarill just break so well for each other as well. They break so well for each other.
Mhm.
I think Crobat. I think Cinderace is going to be the pivotal mon on this team.
Court change is super nice for this team.
I think Cinderace is just going to be the pivoting, or just like one of the main mons. Like that and Crobat are going to be main ones on this team because the only thing that I see a problem with is like this team not dealing well with bulky grass types. So that's why I say like Cinderace and Crobat are going to be super vital to this team.
Yeah, and like KJ mentions, they clean super well.
I absolutely agree.
Chrissy points out another good point. Shadow sneak fucks on the whole div.
Yeah.
Low key it does, yeah.
Also, Christy, I'm proud of you for drafting a fighting type. No one else listened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do like Celesteela, Crobat, Miltank. Like Celesteela being like a yeah, it's gonna be really hard to break. It's gonna be really hard.
It's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be really hard to break. And then also like you think that electric types are bothering you. Thundy T with Volt Absorb and also Crook with being ground type and plus 2 grass types. So the team itself is built pretty well. I never thought I would say that about you, Christy. But you built this team pretty well. You built this team
As
pretty
Primal
well.
said, it's sexy.
Yeah, it's a sexy ass team. I would definitely enjoy using this
What's
team.
his removal? Because KJ said worst thing is
Crobat,
team's ways to
Serena.
remove hazard.
You have Crobat,
Court
Serena.
change.
Crobat, Serena, Court Change. Like, it could use one more defogger, I would think.
It's not the end of the world.
But again, that's like nitpicking at that point. You know what I mean? It's nitpicking.
Yeah, if it had like one more, it'd be perfect. But like, then you'd have to take away something else that we really like.
Yeah, and plus, like Chrissy, you're probably gonna have to play this team. This is a team makeup that like you finished the game in like 15 turns.
Yeah, if you're going 30, 40 turns, I think you're in a pickle.
Yeah, if you get into like a hazard battle or something like that, like you'll be in trouble. But I do think that, just in general, like the offensive pressure that you put on the opponent's team is going to be immense.
I just like Serena because it pressures the hazard setter, and it can then spin them away straight after. Because if he gets a Roselia spike up and then can spin the other team's rocks up with Serena, he can keep pressure from Mega Gallade to clean.
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about the
I really like Thundy
Celesteela.
T on this team too. I think Thundy T and Cinderace are going to be so pivotal
I know
for this team.
we were talking about this in call, but we were talking about how Voltazor Thundy's super nice on this team because it covers for
100%.
Celesteela and Crobat.
And not only that, it breaks for the bulky waters on this team, so it doesn't put as much pressure on Serena to break bulky waters.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a solid team.
Yeah. It might be my favorite. I'm not
I
sure.
was gonna say it. Just the draft alone, it's probably the best looking one in this division. Like overall, without any changes.
Yeah.
I think exactly. I think without any changes, I think that's probably the best team.
Yeah.
I think
I still like Series team a lot.
if
still like
Series
Series
fixes
a lot.
his low tiers, it's probably my favorite. But on the base draft after Grace, I think this is my favorite.
100%. I
Yeah.
think it's the most balanced team.
And it's gonna be a pain for some teams.
Alright.
Also, double grass, double poison, double fighting, or double water, double flying.
Damn.
triple
a lot of
flying.
double touch.
Triple flying.
Oh yeah, it's triple flying. Holy shit, that's right.
Yeah, that's why I think the Voltazor's really nice.
Yeah.
This division likes the multiple flyings.
Well, the VGC guy especially liked it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't it last season someone drafted this like similar? Like he had like 5 or 6 flying types.
I can't remember. I know someone one season drafted like 8 water types.
That was crazy.
That was a funny season.
Goodness, you got just a meme at that point.
Yeah. Alright. Let's look at. I'll rate this 10 out of 10 breakers out of 10.
Yeah.
Or 10 out of 10 dead mons at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Let's look at the rosters page and pick a favorite.
Alright.
Oh wait, I shouldn't zoom out because it already looks too far. Oh wait,
I think
went
for
too
me,
far.
I think for me, it's got to be Christie. I think Christie has the most balanced team out of everybody.
Yeah.
Second, I would go Siri. I think Siri's team is super super good. It has the offensive breaking power like crazy. I think, like we said though, we've harped on just change like the low tiers up a bit, and I think it's really good at that point.
Yeah, I think if Siri fixes low tiers, it's my favorite. Until then, Christie gets that spot. So, for now, definitely top 3 is definitely like Siri, Christie, and maybe Detroit. I think Detroit's probably my 3rd. Where's Siri's team? I don't think KJ was here for that one.
Siri is the Hydreigon
This
it's
one.
Mega Scizor Hydreigon Prim.
Yeah, this one, KJ. This is ours. The Mew Scizor. Yeah.
Yeah, Mew Scizor Mega Scizor Hydreigon Prim.
Yeah.
That team.
The one, I don't know. You probably can see my cursor on it.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. LEH.
Yeah, LEH. Yeah. That one, and I think probably DKS are probably my... Yeah. I think these, DKS, LEH, and LLL are my 3 favorites.
Yeah.
I think I agree. I think Detroit's team is really really good.
Yeah,
As
those are
well.
definitely my top 3. Close
Yeah.
4th for RGC, but I don't like Chansey.
No, I hate Chansey.
Oh god, I don't like Chansey either, bro. I don't like Chansey or Bussy, bro.
No, get rid of them both.
Yeah, ban them. Next
Ban them
season.
both. Next
Banned.
season, both banned.
Everything with over 100 defense and Spadef banned.
Banned.
Bro,
HO meta. HO meta.
Bro, that boy Raiku's about to become a special wall. Not even, bro, because Raiku's special defense is 100.
Exactly.
Yeah. One
Oh,
something.
Bro, that means we gotta ban Mew, Victini, everybody.
Oh, that would be a.
It'd be a.
Bro,
we
that just
can we-
low tier. That just low tier.
Can we do a mini
That's what
season
I'm
like that? I want to see what that would look like.
Bro, that'd be disgusting, bro. It would just be straight nuking everything.
It'd just be who kills each other faster.
It would just be
Yeah.
straight nuke. Like,
Alright.
that'd be-
Under 10 turn games.
bro, you know what's crazy? Hydreigon at that point would become a bulky mon.
Yeah. Well, no, it wouldn't be allowed either. It's got 125 special defense, I'm pretty sure.
No. It's 90 in each defense stat.
Oh, really? I thought it was more.
Yeah, it has 90 in each defense stat and then 92 HP.
It's 125 special
Oh, right.
attack.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
But yeah, I think Knight drafted better than what I thought they would. Just need a few changes here and there, but
Just no fighting types.
yeah, nobody put fighting types, bro.
Yeah,
We're so
other than the
confused.
fighting type issue, I like these drafts.
PSA night, draft fighting types. Real talk. I will be on y'all asses this season. Please make transactions with fighting types. There are great fighting types on the board. Please draft them. For the
And
love.
Muck. And Muck. Just
And
to confirm.
Muckalola. Muckalola, Heliolisk, draft these bitches, bro. Jolteon's on the board, draft that bitch. Like legit, bro. There is shit here that is good. Just draft it.
Okay.
Start me too, bastards.
That's
Sorry.
all from us, though. I think we could call it
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Thank everyone that stopped by that's still here. We'll be back tomorrow for Noble because we took too long on this one. So, yeah.
2.5 hours later.
Yeah, 2.5 hours later. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Hope everyone has a good day. I'll post this later for anyone that wants to watch. Have a good day.
Love
Goodbye.
you, boy.